And we're live with Drone Therapy, episode 14. Tonight's special guest, none other than Mr. TDR himself, Brian Singleton, True Drone Reviews. Yay!
Hey, boo.
How you doing tonight, Brian?
I'm doing good.
I'm here. I was getting my headphones.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And Brian is taking his leisurely position as therapist on the bed this evening. So,
it's a convenient spot for
I
me
was
to set
talking to
this
Brian before we
laptop.
came on about, we all know the main news of the day, but the only other news tidbit that I could find was the creator of Kitty Hawk had brought up the fact that this new net neutrality thing was going to cause issues possibly with drone data from commercial drones being sent back and forth over internet servers, that they could potentially have to pay for sending that data back and forth. So there's that thing. And then, as Brian was talking about too, the new YouTube regulations and stuff, you know, Brian was saying, and I was saying both, that we're not in this for the money. And we understand that YouTube is a business, and that's why they've done this. And yeah, a lot of people are going to be mad because they, you know, I don't know what to say. I'm just a guy putting up videos and having some people on a drone show, and I'm hoping that we can all be one big drone community. But I don't know. That's my opinion.
I think. Go ahead, Ford.
No, do you guys have any idea how many YouTube channels there are?
Oh, John Cooper's in the house.
And I brought a bunch of mini readies for our special guest because he loves the mini ready so much.
Oh yeah, I do, Puppy, I do.
All right, now
What
go ahead.
did you
Brian,
say?
we're talking about how many YouTube channels.
Again.
Do you know how many YouTube channels there are?
Oh, geez.
Okay.
No idea.
Take a guess.
I don't know, 1 million.
There's 500
It's gotta be
million
millions.
YouTube channels.
Oh, I
It's
didn't
five-
get that.
it's 500 million. Okay, what this my opinion on this YouTube thing, okay, is this is a bandwidth issue. YouTube wants to shut down a lot of channels. The channels use bandwidth, and they want to shut down a few million of these channels because this net neutrality thing. There's gonna be some earthquakes over this in the coming years, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because these ISPs, they're gonna start being able to hold Netflix and companies like that and Hulu. They're gonna be able to start holding them hostage to their bandwidth. Okay, so what you're gonna see is somebody like Amazon or Netflix. They're going to get together and start their own ISPs and start running their own cable. I mean, I think you're going to see that because these companies, they're not going to be able to, or they're just, they'll be like Rockefeller. When Rockefeller told the train company, said, screw you, I'm not shipping my oil. I'll build these underground oil pipelines and ship my own oil. You know, it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be the same thing. You're going to see in 5 years from now, you're going to see Amazon or Google start their own phone company or their own internet companies and start laying their own cable and doing all this crap. Trust me, because they're not going to let these the Verizon and Comcast and all that hold them hostage. They're just not going to do it. Trust me, they're not.
Okay, so what about a manufacturer as big as DJI comes in and says, all right, we're going to team up with Amazon to go this way, and we want to get rid of these regulations so that we can get our drones in the air?
Well, like I told you in the pre-show, I don't think that the bandwidth from drones is that much of a concern to the ISPs, the internet service providers. They're more into the chasing down the bandwidth hogs for the Netflix and people that use gigabytes and gigabytes and gigabytes on a daily basis, streaming everything and anything. They're
People
more
like me.
into chasing that. Well, like me too. I'm a power user.
Oh,
I
yeah,
go on the news groups and download gazillions of gigabytes of crap.
Oh wow, so you're
Okay.
a news group user. Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, I use tons of bandwidth, tons.
Yeah, and I stream boatloads on Netflix, and I mean I'm always running all kinds of different stuff. So
yeah, I probably got 20 terabytes of freaking hard drive crap over here of storage. You guys don't even want to know all the crap I have over here.
well, I've only got a little 4 terabyte over here. It's only half full, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Anyway, so let's get back to Mr. True Drone Reviews himself. How did you come up with True Drone Reviews?
I was just sitting there, and it just came up on top of my head. That's all.
I mean, was your plan from the very get-go to do just no bullshit reviews, no sponsors, no nothing?
Yeah, that was the plan. That was the plan from the beginning.
Okay, so you veered off of that. Have you ever been offered sponsorship? Have you people come to you?
Twice. Two times.
Do you want to mention names, or would you rather keep that confidential? Or?
I would rather not say, but I turned them down. I turned them down both times. I said no.
Gentlemen, panel members, do you have any questions for Brian? Come on here, help me out. What is this, like Jeopardy? It's the $1 million question.
My feed's breaking up so much. I don't know if it's my laptop or if it's YouTube or Hangouts.
Oh, really?
Seems good to me.
I can hear you.
It must be this piece of shit laptop. So I don't know. My phone's almost dead, and so I really can't use it.
Yeah, your feed's kind of grainy. Maybe it's not necessarily the laptop. Might be the bandwidth getting to the laptop.
I'm right next to a really good router, so it's not. It's cheap. It's upgraded, so it's probably got the Intel patch, so it's making it even worse.
Oh,
Is it
really?
updated?
Put the meltdown patch on there. That stinks.
Time. Yep.
Okay. Come on.
Last week, and then it got patched.
All right. What was your very first drone?
My very first drone was the Parrot Bebop. The Bebop one, the first one.
Harder.
Oh, okay. The very
No toy drone.
Dan and him
before that, huh?
Yeah, that was my first one. I got that last year on Black Friday.
Okay, and Tommy Drone from chat is asking, where do you live?
In Pittsburgh.
So does that mean you're a Steelers fan, or are you pulling for another team?
I'm a Baltimore Colts fan, but now they're the Indianapolis Colts.
Fair enough.
Well, I'm from Baltimore. That's where I'm from Baltimore. That's where I was born. So I've been a Colts fan my whole life.
That was a rough season.
Yeah. All right. So what was your first review? I mean, it might not have been something that you posted. Was it the actual?
My first review is my most popular video.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah. It's got over 19,000 views to this day.
Damn!
It's was the Sky Viper Pro.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember
that was my first review. Oh, and I shit canned that thing, and man, that video's got more dislikes than likes to this day. But I'll tell you what, hey, 200-300 people a week watch that video.
Yeah, exactly, and that's all YouTube cares about.
Every
People
week.
are like, yeah, we're gonna go buy 10,000 dislikes. I'm like, well, YouTube just loves that, man. They don't.
Yeah.
The computer only sees that there's been interaction on that channel. That's all.
Right. If you go to my YouTube page and you go to the section that says popular videos, and you scroll through all of them, the top 10 popular videos, they're all junk toys. They're not one of them is a good drone. Not one. Not one.
Bill, the drone reviewer, has asked, how many reviews total have you done?
Oh, at least 150.
Oh,
I got over 300 videos on my channel, and about 30 of them are just promotional videos, but the rest of them are ones I made.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. back. Oh, now what were you talking about earlier? Something that you brought in honor of Brian being here tonight, John?
What?
What was it you said you had earlier?
A bowl of oatmeal.
That you had in honor of Brian being here?
I'm sorry. Let me fix my ear set. All right. Now, what did you say? I don't have a bowl of oatmeal. It's a bowl of mashed potatoes because I'm hungry.
Oh, this is weird. The feed just kind of went.
Yeah, that's what happened. I was like, what? It wasn't my ear set. It was this. The feed was weird.
Yeah, it was like it like jerked along there.
Yeah,
for a second.
What were you saying?
You said that you had something specially arranged for our guest this evening, and I was asking what that was.
Oh, I was kidding about the mini readies. I was just kidding about that.
With the mini ready. Okay.
Yeah.
I actually we went to B Dalton, or not B Dalton, what am I saying? To Barnes & Noble bookstore the other day because my wife wanted a particular book. I'm not going to say what book it was. But we went there, and I had noticed that they had these drones there online a couple of times. So I went ahead and got one. It is the X3 Nano drone. It actually has a camera in it.
Oh, my God.
Comes with a 4 gigabyte SD card.
Oh, my God.
And it's like a little Pearson.
Yeah, and look at this. I've not seen the trim on this is so unique. It's just a little, you just dial it in that way. So if it's going to the left, you kick it to the right. If it's going, forward.
Right.
So there, I guess but it's a neat little drone. It takes decent pictures. I'm thinking it's only a 0.3 megapixel.
Yeah. Well, if you take out the SD card, it'll probably double the flight time.
Yeah, probably.
Bro, you reduce the weight by half. That thing. I'll show you one that I just picked up the other day. I was going to show it tonight because I was very impressed with it. Little Sky Viper 550 Nano.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I love those. I've burned up 2 or 3 of those.
Oh, man. I couldn't believe how nice that thing flew.
Wait. The thing about it is, and I need to do this. Yeah, I love them too. See?
Yeah. Oh, it flies great.
Yeah.
I was real impressed with it.
Is, after about 50, 60 flights, the motors start burning up.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's got those motors that John was talking about with those core motors.
The coreless brush motors. Yep.
Yeah.
But
you said they were. You said they weren't going to. That's the same kind that the Parrot Mambo has. The Parrot Mambo has the same motors as that new DJI. Yeah. Same motors. Same motors in there.
Hello, Tello. Oh, everyone that's in the room tonight. Did you notice the link that I posted from the very get-go? Billy was nice enough to give me access to all of his footage. So throughout the broadcast tonight, I will show little 30-second, 15-second excerpts of stuff that he let me have. But he did say, please go to his channel, and I will post the link again. And please watch his video, and please comment and tell him that you heard about it here on Drone Therapy and saw about it. But he drove from school all the way to New York, drove all the way home, edited footage, and uploaded it. So he's not here tonight because he's like this.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I'd be tired too.
So yeah, just please make sure, like I said, check out that link and hit him when you get a chance.
Yeah, that's a real diehard there.
Well, yeah. Plus, he's supporting his big channel. He's made most of his, what he's got so far is how he explains his videos, how he's really in depth and everybody can understand it.
Yeah, he's very intricate. He's very good.
And it's all DJI. That's what got him there. I did give him the Bugs 3. He made the one video. I
saw it. I thought he did pretty good with that.
Yeah, actually. For somebody that had just flown that type of drone for like the second time in his life, he did great.
Right. Because that's not a beginner drone. I tell people that come to my channel to watch my Bugs videos and ask me about it. Because people talk about the Bugs 3 all the time. You know, people, Bugs 3, Bugs 3, Bugs 3. And I explained this in a video once. The Bugs 3 is not a starter quad. Okay. It's just not. You know, the thing is extremely fast. And if you're not used to something like that, that thing can get away from you quick.
Oh, I'm not good. The first time I took mine out on the porch and throttled it up, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I got this." And then I hit the throttle, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And I about pissed myself.
Yeah, that thing has got tremendous power.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
I had practiced quite a bit before I had flown it.
I mean, I like
days where I felt good with it.
Yeah, I like my Bugs 3 so much. I've never bought any more of the other ones. I never bought the 6 or the 8 or the 9 or any of them. The Bugs 3 to me is good enough.
Yeah. Okay, John, you know the other Bugs. Talk to us about the other Bugs. I do want to see the Mini, though. I would like to see the Mini.
You're talking about the new ones that MJX is going to come out with this year?
Well, not necessarily the new ones, but, okay, what is the difference between the 6, the 3, and the 8?
Okay.
I've never.
So this actually confuses a lot of people.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So MJX Bugs 6 and Bugs 8 are literally the exact same quad except for the top shell cover. They're literally the exact same. The reason for this supposedly is because they were going to put Bugs 8 in retail stores only, and Bugs 6 was going to be sold online. Like it was going to be some sort of thing or whatever. But as far as specifications, they are literally the same quad, same video transmitter. They're completely the same.
Okay.
Now, I guess between Bugs 3 and Bugs 6/8, there really isn't a whole lot of, I don't know, flight characteristic difference in a sense. I guess maybe the Bugs 6 is a little more aerodynamic. I felt like it was a little faster. But see, the thing is, they both run 2-cell batteries. Okay, so there's really only so much you're going to get out of a 2-cell to power those motors on there.
Okay, but what about the difference in the KV of the motors? What's the difference in the KVs? You know, as far as all that's concerned.
Specifically, I don't recall, but it's not drastic. It's not like, oh my god, the KV of the Bug 6 so much faster.
He made it back, but he's chopping along.
Arguably, actually, Bugs 3 is better if you want to go faster. You know why? Because you cannot use a 6-cell battery. You cannot use a 3-cell battery on Bug 6. It will just stop you dead in your tracks. The ESC has some kind of protection mechanism that will not let you even arm the quad if you plug in a 3-cell. Whereas the Bugs 3, you can just plug in a 3-cell, throw some tri-blade dowel props on there, and you can actually take off. So
right,
the Bugs 3 modded is arguably faster.
Okay, I'm looking for a quick update into the chat. E-Drone says he got bit by the air bug. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there, Eric. I swear to you, we are. But I just don't. I know how much time we're gonna blow on it, and I don't want to go into it right yet.
So the only thing I hate about the Bugs 3 is the hassle is to change the motors and ESCs or anything else. Is it like, what do you mean by that? I'm kind of curious because
I just want to give everybody, because Brian's here. Everybody's saying hello. Ron Brown's saying hello. We got Tommy Drone in the house. We got Chris in the house. Got Crystal in the house. Got Mike. Got Drone Worship. We got everybody. Yeah, Dan's like,
wait, is she here? Because I didn't see her.
Not your Crystal. Chris is Crystal.
Oh, okay, different.
I'm like, I mean, I'm gonna say I love my Bugs 3. I'm not gonna deny it. I love my Bugs 3. And I fly, at least if it's not raining, probably every day or every other day. And that's no bullshit. I love my Bugs 3. Everybody's always like, oh, you're a DJI fan. I'm like, oh, hell no. I fly here lately. I've been flying the Wi-Fi Bugs 2 and the Bugs 3. Much more than I have the two DJI drones.
Do you still have? Yeah, but I was just wondering because someone was saying that the only thing I hate about the Bugs 3 is the hassle is to change the motors and ESCs or anything else. The body shell is a pain to change, but I didn't realize that the ESCs or motors are really that difficult to change. It doesn't seem like it's that much different from, say, changing a motor on a racing drone or something like that. I'm kind of curious as to what he meant, if he's still on here. Have you checked out that DJI Matrix 600 Pro?
Oh,
Exocopter.
Yeah, they're good. That's
Where I am, they have the Garden State Plaza, right, which is pretty much like 15 minutes away from here. There's a DJI store. They have that big drone right in the center of the store. I was actually thinking of taking my gimbal and going to the store, but I didn't know if anyone would think that was a cool idea.
Get in the chat, man. Tell me I was a DJI snob.
Hell, I'd just like to see one of them things.
Yeah, they've got it in the center of the store in glass cover. I saw it and I was like, wow.
Oh, well, when they still had the store open in Bellevue, yeah, I saw all of it up close. I took pictures. I had posted them like months ago. But the store only stayed open like 10 months and locked up and left.
Well, that's what I was thinking of going maybe in the next couple of weeks because I don't know when the hell it might close. I mean, it's right next to the Tesla store in the Garden State Plaza here in Jersey. So, and stores close up and open up all the time. And it was dead when I was there. So it's just completely dead when I looked across. I'm like, that place is dead. But right in the center, you can see it. You can see it looking right in. Got the big old.
Yeah, it was like a $30 drone with the camera in it.
Is that the one you got at the bookstore?
Yeah, 3 speeds. And I'm recording this right now. I'll load it up and we'll see what the video looks like here in a minute.
So what other questions do we have for our friend here?
Yeah.
Let's see.
And we did discuss if Brian has ever deleted a video before we came on the air. And he seemed rather open to it, John.
He seemed rather what?
He's talking about my Applebee's video.
How many people? That should be a contest. How many people have seen the Applebee's video?
I told Bill, I said, look, that's not the kind of video you leave up forever. It's just one you leave up for the night.
But us dedicated fans, Brian, the truly dedicated fans know the video of which I speak. Because like I said, John was in my messenger. He's like, "Did you see Brian's video?" I was like, "Yep." He's like, "But it's gone now." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah,
we understood exactly. We were like, "Oh God, somebody pissed him off so bad."
Just a few nights ago, I was in Applebee's, and I'm like, "Well, they're getting rid of pina coladas at the Applebee's I normally go to. Apparently, not enough people drink them, but they had just enough to make me one more drink." And I'm like. I texted the chat. I'm in Applebee's. I'm ready. Should I start live streaming?
All right, guys, I'm back. I'm on my phone now.
Welcome back.
I'm sorry. The laptop since the patch is just a piece of.
I'm pretty sure your earphones are not working though because I'm hearing my. Oh wait, did you?
Yeah, I just plugged them in.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure those are not working.
Is Clay still in here? He was asking me earlier how many I had. The video looks.
Clay was here. I didn't even see him in the chat.
Yeah, that laptop's a piece of crap, Brian. So I go back to my cell phone. It works a lot better.
Yo, thanks to the meltdown thing. I guess little computers like that really take a hit.
Well, yeah. Look at last time I was on, it worked okay, and yeah, it's unusable now.
Hey, listen, I want to jump in here and say something real quick, okay?
All right.
Listen, Bill, I am donating a drone for a giveaway. Okay, so what I figure I can do is I can donate this and let you run the giveaway, and then next week you can announce the winner, and then just tell me, and then I'll ship it to the address you say.
Well, we've been talking about doing that, Bill. And we were talking about that too.
Well,
so
I'm doing it tonight because I got like 70 or 80 of these quads, and I've been giving them away like crazy, but I still got so many of them. Let me show you the one I'm giving away.
Join the club.
Yeah.
I've got a lot. I'll give away one too.
This is what I'm giving away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got that one sitting on the floor over here. The Flyster.
Is that the Wi-Fi version? Or is it the non-Wi-Fi version?
No, this is the Wi-Fi version. Okay.
I think mine's just a basic. I don't have any Wi-Fi on mine.
I flew it 2 times. There it is.
Oh, cool.
It's in mint condition.
Wait. I have one request though. If we're
Yeah.
gonna do this, you have to sign the drone somehow before you send it to whomever.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
this is
Autograph it.
This is going to be the drone therapy episode giveaway. With
He's just like, yeah, okay. He's
This has got a it's got a 650 in it, a 7.4 650.
I know, I
Wasn't this
remember
the
that.
one United I'm on that one, right?
Roger, go back there, Raptor.
You don't get that much flight time on that one though, because of the Wi-Fi, right? It falls just under 5 minutes.
So I think mine was better.
It was yeah, yours. I gave it a bad review for the not because of the way it flew, because
Short
of the
flight
battery,
time. Yeah.
because of the short
Yeah.
flight time.
I think with mine's not Wi-Fi at all, and that might be why mine flies better.
Right. Actually, he dropped a comment on my video saying, "Yeah, this is good. You ever get like 7 or 8 minutes out of yours? That Wi-Fi really kills the battery. They already did something really stupid with the battery, but that Wi-Fi just ruins it."
So, Bill, you run the giveaway, and then I'll send it out.
How the hell am I? Like, I know how to run a giveaway.
Well, you
Somebody's
just have
gonna be like, Bill, give it to me, man. And I'm gonna be
You'll
like, that's
you'll
my
just-
point. Somebody else
you'll-
gonna get pissed, and then they're gonna dislike the videos, and I'm gonna be like, oh God, man.
you'll
Oh,
figure
what
you'll
to
figure it
do?
out, okay? You'll
Huh?
figure it out. You'll figure it out.
Well, just do it like we were talking about. We just pick it from. You got to be in the chat room. You got to be a subscriber,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. We were talking about that, but
We could just do it live. Are you wanting to do it tonight, Brian?
I thought he would announce it next week, but he can do it whenever he wants.
Oh,
He can do it right
okay,
now.
how about
Next-
that? That's what
next
we'll
week's
do.
better.
Everybody that's in the chat tonight, we'll give everybody that's in the chat tonight. They'll know. I don't know. Do we want to do? Because see, the only way to really do it fair would be like to give somebody in the comments after we do the show, and I don't know how would we work it.
Well, let me tell you how I just did mine.
Okay.
Okay, because I just did 3 of them.
Oh,
One for the phone, and then I got 2 more quads I'm giving away. I got 2 more giveaways going. So what you have to do is you have to have the people that are in the chat come back to the video after it processes, because the chat is not saved in the video.
right. Yeah.
Okay, so they have to come back and leave a comment after the video gets posted to YouTube. So
Yeah.
you do that, and then you use that random comment picker that I got from Cuppy.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah, that everybody in the chat knows, and we'll just leave it at that. So it's up to the people in the chat right now to come back and comment later. But but the whole point is, are we going to tell more people? Or are we just going to allow the people that are in chat tonight to know that they need to come back?
Well, yeah,
We can advertise it.
well, you can advertise it, because that'll possibly bring you in more if you put that in the algorithm. I mean, it all depends on how you want to do it. You do it the way you want.
Yeah, that sounds really good to me. So after we conclude tonight, we will advertise. As you also, Brian saw it, he is going to sign this drone. He is going to sign this drone. I have something that I'm thinking about, I might bring up later. I don't want anybody to shoot me, so I'm going to think for a while. So, but yeah, we're going to do it that way. So come back after the video processes and it's uploaded for Drone Therapy episode 14, and just comment, I want Brian's drone. You must comment, I want Brian's drone, and you must like the video and be a subscriber. And we will give you till, what do y'all want to cut it off at? Well, how about that? We'll announce it on next week's show.
Yeah, that's the way you probably should do it.
Yeah, we'll announce it on next week's show.
Right.
That'll just put it in a notepad file, copy and paste it into that website. I use it too. And just they give you a ticket, and that's a proof of who won. Sounds good.
Yeah, I just gave away that phone. That Drone Wolf Media guy won that.
He comments on my videos too. Drone Wolf Media.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good good flyer too. But he and then I got I'm doing the giveaway on that that little Spark knockoff. I got that one going.
The YH-19.
Yeah. The Mi Hung Low.
Mi Hung Low, you call it? Yeah, Mi Hung Low.
Oh, yeah.
Mi Hung Low.
And then I got the giveaway going for that JJRC I don't remember the names and the numbers on all these damn things. It's a JJRC H97 or some shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what kills me because it's like, and forgive me, I think that the Force One drones are fantastic, but somebody is one that they'll talk about. Oh, it's a clone. I'm like, no, it's a Bugs 3 that's been spray painted, guys. That's it.
It's a Bugs 3, exactly.
It is funny though. All those names are really annoying, right? Like it's like, oh, this is the HJBRC 59326.
And keeping it all right in your head is just like, oh my God.
All right, and you're like, what?
Let's just give it a name and stick with that.
And then I'll say it wrong. I'll be like, God, I have to restart the video.
Yeah,
I don't look stupid, right?
No, I don't care. I make the video. If I screw it up, I just say fuck it. That's why I
See, I can't stand that.
I know, John. You got sponsors you got to worry about. See, I don't have to worry about that crap. Okay.
Yeah, that much. It's just some people don't like that stupid.
I just don't.
Listen, when I was doing the thing for the what did you call the Mi Hung Low? What was it, JD20 or something? Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, I was out there doing the review and I couldn't remember the name of the damn thing, and that's why I came up with this Mi Hung Low thing. I said, "Oh, screw it, Mi Hung Low. That's the name of it, man. Screw it. I don't care."
Oh my God!
I just call it by like the model. Like a lot of them have a name and then a model number, and if I can't remember the model number, I just call it by the name.
Yeah,
it's too confusing.
I know you guys heard this, but I think John got up to go to the bathroom or get some mashed potatoes or something. I was talking to them, John, about my video. If you go to my YouTube channel and you go down to where it says popular videos, okay, and you scroll through my popular videos, every single one of my popular videos are all junk toys. None of them are anything good.
That's because they're cheap, though, too.
Yeah. Well, like I said in a video, I said in a video a while back, I made this little rant about people watch what they see in the store. They go to the store. Nobody sees Bugs 3s at Toys R Us.
But they see those Pro Marks that you do.
Yeah, they see the Pro Marks. They see the Sky Vipers. Like the Sky Viper Pro is my most popular video. That was my third video.
See, I really wish I had done what you did because you've gotten so much traffic. Because everyone after Christmas who got those Pro Marks from Walmart, the Sky Vipers, the sharper image crap.
All my Pro Mark videos are big.
So much.
Yeah.
All my Pro Mark,
so much traffic.
I should just make a Pro Mark video every day. Because every one of them is really successful. Every one of them I did has been really good. I mean, as
the
far
most successful videos I think I've seen are doing the, like you said, the Pro Marks that you've done, or anything that's a clone of DJI stuff.
Yeah, I noticed those.
I've got almost 10,000 views now on that Mi Hung Low, the YH19 Spark clone.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, that mine I think has got 2,000 views on it, and I called it the Mi Hung Low, but a lot of people talked about it.
Yeah, exactly.
They made comments about that Mi Hung Low.
they love people like to be able to buy something that looks like a DJI, but it costs $30.
Right, they love it. Even if it don't fly, they don't care. They just show it to their friends. Look,
I think a lot of them are foreign people, and that's not a knock against it. But I just think it's where they're popular at because maybe they can't get a hold of DJI.
About a year ago, the first videos that I put up were with this drone, and it still flies to this day.
Well, I've seen that at Walmart.
That's what I said. I got it right after Christmas. That's where
the Pro Marks are kind of
panel right there.
There's a guy.
The Pro Marks are kind of expensive. They're like $200, right?
Yeah, right.
No, I got this for $100.
That Pro Mark GPS drone I paid $170 for it.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy, that is pricey.
Now there's a guy on YouTube. It's got a YouTube channel, right? And that drone that Bill just had up there, that
it looks like a SEMA X8.
yeah, that's what they are. That's all they are. But anyway, that VR thing that he's got. Well, this guy on YouTube, he's got he made a video with that drone. It's got about 80,000 views. Okay. All of his other videos have like 30 views, except for that one. That video blew up for him, but the rest of his videos are crap.
My very first video, it was my most viewed. Is that what you said yours is too, Brian?
My third one.
Your third one?
Mhm.
My first one was that JJRC H31 waterproof drone. And it has almost 50,000 views. And nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, my best videos are under half.
It must have been the waterproof word you
It
put
was.
in
It
there.
was.
Yeah,
It was a
I
waterproof
guarantee it.
gimmick. It was the
Yeah.
first one. I flew it through a hose and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and into my pool, and yep.
Yeah,
Anything that's got a gimmick.
I need to talk to that Dan because he seems to understand a lot about these analytics, and because I look at these analytics every day. Every day I look at it every single day. Okay. And I still haven't figured this shit out yet. Okay. I honest to God, I don't get it. Like that, I told you, Ryan, about that spider ball toy, right? You remember that? Okay.
Yep.
Guess how many views that thing has now?
It's got to be quite a few because it's something you can everybody can buy.
Right.
What has it got? 10,000?
Oh, I think it's more than that. I'm looking it up right now. Hold on a minute.
15?
Probably around there now. Yeah, probably.
I'll tell you the secret to getting a bunch of views on your videos when you review something.
It's 13,000 now.
Not bad, not bad.
For $5 I paid for that thing.
The real secret is you just have to be the first one to post an actual meaningful good review. It's really half of the battle. If you can get there first, then you've got the search traffic coming in, and then from there on, it's usually just funnels right to you. Like, for no apparent reason, my Cheerson CX10 WDTX video has almost 100,000 views. Maybe it is 100,000 views now. I don't know. And it's just because I uploaded it the day I got it. I literally got it, ripped it out of the package, charged it, flew it, had the video up in like 3 hours of getting it.
Well, see, it's hard for somebody like me to get a video up first because, I'm having to deal with Dustin and Quadcopter 101 and RC Salesforce.
It's hard
for RC Salesforce.
It's hard for me too.
They're getting the stuff.
Like a superhero group.
They're getting the stuff before.
Force.
Yeah, they're getting the stuff before the shit even hits the freaking store.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was the first one, I think, to get the H31 video up, and I think that was also a reason why.
The waterproof drone, right? Yeah, the green one.
I had more views than Quadcopter 101, Dustin, Andy RC, but they obviously overtook me once they got it out. I mean, I had more than them for maybe a month, and now they've got 300,000 views or something.
Oh, and Tommy was talking about Social Blade. He uses it too for his channel.
I go on there every day.
I'll have to check that out, Social Blade.
Subbing back and forth, that's good. Why are we having...
Tommy was just saying to my girlfriends that he's working on some videos right now to help everyone get more subs and views because he's learned a bunch of tricks. Cool.
Well, what Social Blade's good for, if you go and if you look at Social Blade, Ryan, what Social Blade really does good is if you go into your full statistics, it will sit there and tell you what days not to post a video.
I forgot. All right, now I'm going to send somebody. Okay,
I'm checking it out now, but the link that someone put in chat was 404.
I'm hoping you're still watching because I'm going to send it to you this way because the links are different this week. It's coming to your email now. Switch to the other one, brother. That one. Please, I hope it works.
Okay. The Social Blade will sit there and tell you what days that people don't come to your channel, or what days you don't get subscribers and stuff like that.
Wow, that is pretty cool. I got it up right now.
Oh my gosh.
Sundays,
it's the turtles in the house.
Sundays are crappy, I'm sure.
Well, Sundays are crappy for me. Hey, Ken.
Hello.
How's your back feeling?
I'm trying to put it all behind me.
I got you, brother.
Hey, how you doing?
Everybody's doing pretty good. How are you doing?
Good. Well, I went to the doctor today, and I asked him, can I poop on the toilet like a normal person? And, and that means take my brace off while I'm in there. By the way, I put these on there for someone. But so he said, "Yeah, sure, man. You can take your brace off and shower, and you can poop like a normal person." And so I came right home, and I broke up with my sponge on a stick, and I took the brace off, and I almost passed the hell out. And so. Yeah. So I won't be doing that again, and I'm gonna be getting a different doctor now.
Wow,
man! Whoa!
Yeah, I was not ready for that.
So what the fuck? So you didn't? Thank God you didn't pass out. Was there somebody gonna check on you?
Yeah. Well, I live alone, and Henry's he doesn't have his nursing degree yet. My dog. So. He wouldn't have been much help.
Damn.
But
wow.
Yeah, the pain was pretty bad, and so I laid down in bed with the chills and the pain and the shivering, and so I self-diagnosed and knew I wasn't ready to take the brace off yet. But other than that, I'm good. How you guys doing?
I'm glad that you're still amongst the living, and you've decided to find a new physician. And since you're here. And on a better note, what do you think of the DJI Mavic Air?
I think it's pretty cool. I think a lot of people are going to buy it. I have no interest in it from a photography standpoint because there are better options available in the DJI family.
Yeah.
As far as holding a camera, I think it's very gimmicky. It fills in all the holes, all the things between the Spark and the Mavic, all the little things that everybody wished that one would do and the other wouldn't. And I think that's a great thing. That's a gap that DJI needed to fill. And I have a friend who is going to let me fly it and review it at some point here in the next couple of weeks. But I don't think I'll be buying one myself because I don't want to waste my Phantom 5 money on it.
Well, yeah. Do you think? Okay, have you heard the rumors about the possibility of a Mavic 2?
No, I haven't heard that.
Well, the guy, what is it, Ostalev or whatever, Bill the drone reviewer, he's brought it to the forefront, and he has been posting all the way back to the X7, the camera series. He's actually been putting up drawings. He was one of the first people to put up basically the early photos of the Mavic Air, what is this, Ostalev or something like that on Twitter. And he regularly has been posting stuff from DJI. He's been predicting that they just finished field testing Mavic 2. They're going to be doing production testing here in the near future, and it should come out, let's say, April, May. And he's predicting Phantom 5 at the end of the year around Christmas.
Well, I would say to that there are so many companies, Chinese and otherwise, that are imitating the original Mavic. Why not DJI themselves?
Yeah, that's true. But like I said, and he was also predicting like the new Phantom 5 was going to have interchangeable cameras, lenses, kind of like a mini Inspire.
Oh wow, that would be great. I wouldn't mind that. Yeah. I'm just waiting for the Phantom 5. That's all.
Yeah, that's cool. I can see that.
Yeah. By the way, I can't talk long, but I did want to stop by and say hi and share with you something interesting. Well, it's interesting to me anyway.
Yeah.
I recently had one of my videos go viral, and I can't explain it. It's I don't know if you watched the one of the water tower that got shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see that. That was a good one.
Yeah, it's heading up towards 1 million views, and I don't get it. I'm happy with it, and
wow. Congratulations.
yeah, and I've gotten at my peak. This is I'm not trying to show off or anything, but I'm proud of this. I got 1,600 subscribers in a day.
Wow!
Just from that.
It's more than I have total.
I filmed when I was in the hospital my 30,000 subscriber mark. I'm like, yay, 30,000, right? And then so like a week later, I'm sitting here almost at 37,000 subscribers. So I just want to know that I can still come and hang out with you guys.
Well,
even though
I'm sure Bill will still let you on. Don't worry.
you know better than that.
Okay.
You do that all day long. But remember, we were talking about this that night. I said, "You're at 30,000," and you were like, "No, I'm not quite there, but thank you." And I was like, "No, dude, it's gonna happen tomorrow." And then all hell broke loose. Remember, we were talking about this.
Oh
Yeah. Because you were like, "Well, thank you. It's close. I'm glad. I'm glad for the optimism and everything." I was like, "No, dude, I got a feeling everything's gonna take off." And then, like, boom.
Not the management.
Yeah, this is the past few days is the kind of thing that every YouTuber wishes for, and then spends the next few months trying to replicate it. you know. So I'll just keep on doing what I'm doing and hope I get another zinger like that. But man, that was very lucky.
Crystal saying Ken's head is blown up. Someone checking for cranial pressure.
Go find another water tower and shoot a hole in it.
Well, no, the thing about it is I've told you my theory before, and this is just my personal opinion. You're like the sheriff of the drone world, the white hat and the white 10-gallon hat and the white horse. That's just the way my envisions of you, and maybe that's the way other people are seeing it. And I'd much rather watch you, forgive me, than Casey Neistat any day of the week.
Now, hey, did Casey? Did he lose a Mavic Air in the ocean? Is that what I'm hearing?
I saw you had a video up. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I watched the video. I saw his review. It was.
I heard it was actually a pretty good review.
He nitpicked the folding of it. He said it feels
but
like
I heard that he lost it in the ocean or something.
It wouldn't surprise me. It sounds like
he could. I mean, he's lost.
We'll
send him 10 more. So, but yeah, I hadn't heard about
that. Well, I can only hope that one day I'll be big enough to where I get all these cool drones before the stores even.
Did you get a chance to see Billy's video from where he went today?
No.
Yeah,
what do you have?
He uploaded a video about, let's say, about an hour ago, guys, of him going.
I didn't get a notice. Huh.
Yeah, I posted it. I posted it a couple of times. I'll post it again.
I'm subscribed. I guess I need to notify myself for him because I didn't get a notice.
I think that's it. Let's see. Let me see. Is that it? Somebody hit that link. I think that's it. I haven't picked any others.
I'm checking it now.
Yeah, I'm looking at it too.
That's it.
Where did he go?
He went to New York. He was at the event. He sat right up front. The live stream was on. He was sitting over to the left. I was texting him. He was looking at the text, but he wasn't texting back. But anyway, I could tell he knew I was talking to him.
Yeah, him and Kelly from Ready Set Drone were in New York. I could fly, and I would have gone there myself for that. But I tell you, I'm going to try wherever the thing is, the launch for the Phantom 5. I want to be a part of that because that's what I'm most looking forward to.
Well, everybody has told me, especially here lately, if you do it, the events, DJI.com, if you email that link, that's how you can, if you just pester them, and that's how you get in. And then pretty much anybody, as long as you really pester them and you're building, some subscribers, I don't even think you really have to be into DJI for them to get you in. So,
I tell you, I got to be honest with you guys. I really am lucky that I have as many subscribers as I do because I don't do any of the things that other people do, even with less subscribers. Like I don't have merchandise. I don't have a Ken Heron T-shirt or a koozie or anything. I don't go to all these things. I guess I'm a weird, or maybe I'm lazy. I don't know what it is, but I gotta get some merch at least.
Oh, not that merch.
All right. Well, hey, it's good stopping by, and thanks for letting me hang out with you big dogs.
Well, that it's like I've told you before, you're like the lead therapist of us all, in my opinion. We like to follow your footsteps and spread the good drone therapy to the world.
Bill, you can stop now.
Well, thank you very much, you guys. And I'll be listening to the show for a little bit after this. So again,
please don't take
care.
John.
It's good to see you happy and healthy.
Off until you go to bed.
John, you need to start braiding your hair on your own.
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. Too lazy to do that.
All right, I'll see you guys later. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Well, that was cool. I was glad that we got that worked out and he got to drop in. He's got an open invitation. He drops in from time to time. And I'm glad he got in here tonight. And since we brought up the subject, what do we think of the Mavic Air? We just kind of brushed on it. Ken kind of told us what he thought. I can see his thoughts. I understand that. What do the rest of us think? Anything?
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, me and John actually, when I was in the chat last week, I happened to mention that there was no way in hell that they were going to overshadow the Mavic. The Mavic is a cash cow for them. So I was not expecting any kind of Phantom 5 or Mavic 2 or any of that kind of crap. There's no way that they were going to do that, not in my opinion. So I already knew that going in. And just like Ken said, this fills those holes. This is what everybody wanted the Spark to be.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
Exactly.
Yep.
This is what we were all bitching about. This is what we said we wanted the Spark to be.
But I don't think they could have brought this thing in at that Spark money. So that's why they made the Spark, to get into that little selfie, teeny bopper, kid, woman deal with the teenage girls with the cell phones and all that BS, The same thing as the Breeze did. They went after that same market, but they made it better than the Breeze.
Right.
Coast to Coast Drones, we're not sexist for Series 8.
What? How did that?
Never mind. He was talking about like, the Spark is for never mind. Anyway, yeah, he's 100% right. But you know what? I actually thought they were re-releasing something for commercial until Bill got some inside info and was like, "Nope, you're wrong. Nope, you're wrong." And then Billy came on and was like, "Yeah," and then Billy came on and was like, "Oh yeah, actually, DJI. I know a guy who says that DJI really will only release commercial stuff in LA or on the West Coast and not on the East Coast, which is more the consumer side. There's no guarantee of that always happening, and then when I heard that, I'm like, yeah, it's going to be probably like an upgraded Spark. It's probably going to fly for what I remember. I was like, what is it going to fly for like 20 minutes? Is it going to fly for 15 minutes still?
But the thing about it is granted, it's got a 12 megapixel camera. So it's basically the same camera that the Spark had on it before, but now it shoots 4K, which we knew it could probably do before, on a 3-axis gimbal, which we had asked for, and it's got foldable arms and it shoots 1080 at 120 frames per second. That's pretty badass.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, I watched the video today, the promotional video, and I watched Casey's video. He loved it. I remember the other thing, his other gripe was the gimbal cover.
Yeah.
He took it and threw it in the garbage can. He said it's a piece of junk. He said he never could get it back on. It's that kind of like my Phantom 3. I could never get that thing back on there, that gimbal lock. I threw it up on a shelf.
That's my biggest bitch about the whole thing. It does look, the Spark was borderline toy looking.
Mm-hmm.
This looks like a damn toy that we would see from JJRC or, and I'm like, okay, but it's got the power packed into it, but it looks like what we would see from the toy range.
And then Casey also said that he made the comment that whenever you were folding the arms, it felt like it was going to break. That was the comment. That was the comment he made at the end of the video. He said that was the only two things the gripes that he had about it.
It's got a pretty small lens on it too, but it's small, so you can't expect it to be big.
The camera actually looks like it's the same size as the one on the Spark.
Yeah, it is. It's a 12 megapixel camera. It looks like it's the same exact camera. But they've mounted it. And remember, we were all talking about how they could mount the 3-axis gimbal if they wouldn't put that damn front harness on it like that. which is what they did, you know, and that's what I'm saying.
Figured it out.
They don't need to, none of these drone, they don't need R&D anymore. We're their R&D. We're the ones that come up with all the mods. We're the ones that come up with all the ideas on how to work out the models. They don't need R&D anymore. We just tell them how to do it and figure it out for them. Look at all the modifications to the new Bugs series. We were talking about the Bugs earlier. The new Bugs 3. What we were talking about? Well, it'd be cool to see a GPS model. It'd be cool to see one with a gimbal on it. And, you know, it'd be cool to see one that had altitude hold on it. And bam, 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 here they are. You know.
Dream up ideas is another thing to actually implement.
Right, exactly.
And we can dream up a 4K 120 FPS unit all like this and be like, yeah, this is it. But to actually make that happen, the engineers at DJI are above and beyond. That's why they sell so many drones.
Right. That's why they got that 70% market share.
Yeah, it's their research and development.
And everybody else has 30.
There is nothing special about DJI, the company itself. I mean, I have no love for the company.
This picture, Billy. That's some of the stuff that Billy sent us. So I'm going to start running those while we have the discussion, and you all just keep talking. I'll present myself, and I
had 2 posts in my group today that were not involved with me or John or any admins asking about the Spark. And we didn't get a lot of comments, but the comments were overall more negative than I expected.
Oh, you mean people about the Air?
Yeah, correct. The Air. If I said Spark, I didn't mean that.
Well, everybody, the thing about it was when all that stuff came out early, they were saying 4K at 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
And when they said it, I was just like you. I was like, okay, we'll see. But I wasn't just going to go full blown into it. I mean, yes, I did post, yeah, this is what they say. But I was like, I don't see how, because all that's just going to suck so much juice out of that little battery. And I was like, how are they going to do all this? I mean, they've got a lot of tech and a lot of software running in there. That's part of why it doesn't have the flight time that it does. But it's also part of the reason that
was the biggest complaint. I think people don't like the flight time, which that's still pretty good flight time. I mean, I know. To me, I mean, it's not. I would like nice to see better, but I don't think it's not terrible. I mean, my Altel
even in reality, if you get 4 minutes less, which is, you know, look, you're probably not going to get 21 minutes out of it. It's going to be
16 minutes,
something like 16 minutes, right? Like he said.
21 if you're hovering.
We all have got that figured out now.
Well,
but even it's really impressive.
Another thing about, when you said, Ryan, about getting negative comments about the Spark, and this is just human nature, okay? People buy something. Like, I bought the Spark. I'm real happy with it. I love the Spark, okay? Because I know what I'm buying, but there's a lot of people out there that bought the Spark that are mad now because they think they got ripped off because, they're going to think, well, DJI had this tech already and they could have just put this into the Spark. So now I'm pissed off, and that's what I always go back and say about a lot of the reviews I do. If I give somebody a shit review on a quad, well, I get a lot of bad feedback from that because there's one thing, and I said this in a video one time, people hate to get ripped off. That's one of the worst feelings in the world is to think you got screwed. Okay. Mm-hmm. So whenever I give a bad review, I always get a lot of flack because people have bought this quad and they're trying to find something good about it. Okay. When you're sitting there telling them that's a piece of dog crap, they get mad because they think they got ripped off. So they want to go to somebody that is going to tell them that it's good and they did a good thing for buying it. So they say, screw you, True Drone Reviews. I'll go over here to the Salesforce and they'll tell me how smart I was for buying it.
I'm really glad you brought that up because a lot of people will say this, that if you got a product for free, there's no way you can possibly be as unbiased as someone who bought it. When in fact, sometimes the people who buy certain things become more attached because they spent a whole bunch of money on it. They want to think they bought it. They like for me, I'll get something like, this is a piece of crap. Yeah, the Chinese overlords would like me to say it's good, but You know, I won't go stomping on it. It's not very professional. But
Billy's in the chat.
I'm not really attached. So
Kyle's in the house.
It goes both ways. It really does. And when you shit on someone else, and when you put a video up that you shit on a model, it's funny how people will also come out of the woodwork and say, "Oh, you must be doing it wrong."
Right? They'll say you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, there's so many armchair experts out
You're an
there.
idiot.
God,
You know, so many people. So many people blame my iPhone for example, for the Elfie.
Hello.
I saw
Flying
that. That was
away.
funny.
Hey. Just a sec. Oh,
Sorry.
Billy's in the chat. Just in case
Yeah.
I didn't know.
He's been in chat
But
for a
he's not
while.
here.
Yeah,
Right.
I
I
didn't
see
know.
him
Nobody told me, and I was like, "Why? Where are you at?" And he was like, "I'm half asleep. I'm half dead." Okay.
I
But
I
he's
said hi to him
agreeing with
5
everybody.
minutes ago.
It's just it's the Spark 2, more or less.
Exactly.
Yeah, a Spark too. He's right.
But here's the thing. Did you all see that picture I posted in Costco today where they had slashed another $100 off of Mavic? And there was a little asterisk up in the corner. And the lady said, "Oh," and I said, I told my wife, I said, "See, baby," I said, "Look," I said, "that's why they dropped that $100 today because of the new drone." And the lady comes up, she goes, "Oh, did you see a better price somewhere else?" And I was like, no, not like that. I said, DJI released a new drone today. I said, so that's why this has probably been cut. And then she said, no, she said, if you'll see the asterisk, that means we're discontinuing this product with Costco. Now, if that says anything, I don't know. Something else.
Costco just may not be carrying it anymore.
Right. Yeah. Costco don't sell Coca-Cola anymore either. So.
Well, they're real specific on what they carry.
But something else that happened that was weird today was I went and talked to Best Buy here locally, and they already have 4 Mavic Airs in the store. They have their the display model and everything, you know. And I was looking, hoo-ha. And then her boss comes up and is like, "What the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing?" And so anyway, I couldn't play with it anymore. But supposedly they can't release them to the public until January 31st. And I thought, according to what they said today in the live stream, they were going to be in the stores that day. But she said they couldn't release them to the public until the 31st. So I don't know if it has something to do with because it's being shipped on the 28th, or I don't know.
Well, I'm not buying one today, so it doesn't matter.
I'm not buying one probably at all. We'll see.
I don't think I'm not going to buy one. You think you're going to buy one, Brian?
No, I got the Mavic Pro and the Spark. That's enough.
Yeah.
I got the Phantom 4 Pro and the Spark. And I'm pretty sure my wife, even though she had said at one point that I could get one, you know how that goes. And that's why I'm here at Drone Therapy. Because I'd really like to have a DJI.
But I am very interested in the Evo, but we'll have to see what it's like when it comes out.
Yeah, definitely have to see Hotel Evo.
Speaking of which,
Evo does look nice.
A week. Have you heard any updates or any news on the Evo?
No.
I haven't heard. There's no release. Yeah, there's no like DJI certainly since they've been in this longer. They release something, they do a press conference, and it's going to be out in a week later. Alltel's got it out. People have been test flying it, but in terms of release date, it's just speculation in March, April. If that happens, that's not bad. I'd be happy with that. Of course, there's always that part. There's always that part of you going, well, it's going to be like the firmware. It's going to be a year later. So there's always that worry,
Did anybody happen to see that DJI's putting out that new Osmo 2? Anybody notice that?
I don't keep up with their handheld gimbals.
Yeah, I saw it, but I don't know anything about it.
Did anybody notice how cheap it was compared to the original one?
Seemed like it wasn't very expensive, wasn't it?
Well, Billy was saying that it was not necessarily better than the original, but it had upgrades and stuff that would kind of equal it out. And it was a cheaper model.
Yeah, it's cheaper. It's only $129. Okay, that's going to be the retail price. But when when I was watching the promotional video, I saw something on the unit itself, and that showed me that DJI didn't actually make this thing. Okay, because if you watch the promotional video, you'll see a little sticker on the side of it. It'll say "Powered by DJI." So that tells me they didn't make it.
It could be the other company that they ripped. What's the one you have, John? The
Zoyan Smooth Q. Yep.
Yeah.
Could be that they contracted them to make it.
Yeah, that tells me that tells me they didn't make it. They either designed the gimbal motors or something like that. When it says powered by DJI, that's telling me they didn't manufacture it.
That's like
That's
the little
why
brush drone that you did a thing on, John.
The Tello, the Rise, yep.
Yeah, that one's not being made by them.
DJI, it's made by Rise.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just putting their name on it.
Right. They're putting their name on. That's what I think. Because when I saw that little label on there, because Unique has a couple of products out that it says on there powered by Unique that they didn't make. You know,
I'm sure they are involved with some of to make sure the product's decent, but it probably saves them a lot of money. It saves them a lot of money to have somebody else make it.
Right. I mean, I'm sure they had some QC involvement in it, but I don't think they're manufacturing because the price is just,
God,
the price is just too cheap compared to the original one. You know, the original one's expensive as hell.
Wasn't it like $500 or something? Or
no, that was the one with the camera. This is the phone holder one.
The smartphone one, yeah.
Yeah, it was $239 or something like that.
Yeah, well, if you look for Zoyan Tech Smooth Q, that's a 3-axis gimbal handheld, just like pretty much like the Osmo Mobile 2, and it is awesome. And it's only like $100. So maybe they just realized, hey, we're out of our minds trying to charge this much for something that already exists and is way cheaper.
I think I have that. Is that JJ1 or whatever it's called?
I've got that one.
That's this one over here. That's
the JJ1S is 2-axis, and it's not very good. Is that the one you're holding up now, John?
No, the JJ1 is over here.
The JJ1S has got like, what'd you say?
It's like $60. Yeah, it's like 50 or 60.
It works okay, but it kind of has a little case of Parkinson's or something. It's got a little shakes to it.
I like it because I have it, but I only like the one mode. I don't like the mode 2. To me, it goes all ape shit in the mode 2. I only use it in the mode 1.
Where is that? Where it stands vertical?
That's where, you just hold it and it just goes this way or that way.
I reviewed it and it's got like 1.2 thousand views or something, and I said, hey, this thing's better. It's better than my hand in terms of if I hold my hand sideways, it's not going to do that. But I said it has its shakes to it, and I said I don't care. I'm going to tell people the truth on it. It's got shakes to it, and I still 2 people have bought it. I said it's got shakes. You can see it in the video.
Hey, dude, you know how many people have bought the Elfie, and the click comes from my video, despite the fact that I show them flying away, despite the fact that, they're just like, oh, John is stupid. He's stupid iPhone. He doesn't know what he's doing. They just buy it. I'm like, fine, go ahead.
Hey, John,
fail safe. It just
hey, John, maybe they didn't watch to the part where it flew away. They just
it was in the title though. The video,
it's in the title though. So I mean, it's literally in the title. So
that's why it's got so many views.
That's their fault, not mine. But yeah, look at this. And on the newer models of the Smooth Q, they actually ship it with this cool little case.
Wow, that is sharp.
Really nice.
Yeah, it is. It's really great. I was able to put this in my suitcase and bring it home.
Put a ukulele in there.
$100. So you know what? It's $100. So it's no wonder that DJI lowered the price of the Osmo Mobile.
You'd be carrying that back in the 20s, don't you, son?
Yeah, Tiny Tim.
A little Tommy gun in there.
That's a great gimbal too.
It did look sharp when you had it.
Mode 1 is all I use on things.
I mean, like they even got like this little port on the bottom too, so you can charge your smartphone from the gimbal.
Sweet.
While you're walking around. They really thought out everything. They really did.
I wish I had gotten that instead of the JJ1S. I ended up gifting the JJ1S to my brother for Christmas.
Yeah, Zoyan is a good company. I bought the Crane M for my girlfriend for her DSLR, and that's a good gimbal too. So
I want to show Brian, and he was asking about how I mounted my 360 cam to my Bugs, so I might try to show him that here at some point.
Everybody, can you see everybody? Huh? She's listening to her music. This is my daughter Erica.
Hi,
Hi,
Erica.
Erica.
How are you?
Wave. Can you wave, baby? Wave.
She don't want to listen. She don't want to listen to no True Drone reviews. That's for sure.
She just wants her music. All right, come on, baby. All right, y'all keep talking. She was wandering down the hall and I didn't know what was going on. What's wrong?
What are we doing?
I'm gonna go grab the bugs. Hold on.
All right.
Let's see, what other questions do we have for Brian?
I haven't seen Donnie tonight. Where's he at? Is he snoozing?
Maybe.
All right, I'm back.
All right.
So
Camera.
Can you see that?
Yeah, I see it. But I was watching the video and it took me a while to figure out I could move the camera with that little button up in the corner.
Yeah, if you're on a computer, I wasn't sure if YouTube would let you do that. I knew Facebook would. But yeah, you can move it around with your mouse.
Yeah, but I didn't realize that.
If you have a smartphone or a tablet, you can just lift it all around with the gravity sensor.
Here was the deal. I was watching the video. I started watching it, okay? And I'm watching it. I'm like, okay, what's the big deal? And then I saw John's comment down there, and John goes, "Man, that's real cool." And I'm like, well, what's so cool about it, right?
And you're just seeing one angle, yeah.
Right. So I'm like, okay, I don't see this so cool shit. And then I had to notice this little 4-way button up in the corner, and then I hit it, and I went, okay, that's what's cool. Okay?
That is cool, right?
Yeah.
It is cool once you can do it, isn't it? I love looking straight up at the underbelly of the Bugs 3, looking straight up. It's like, it's so cool.
Yeah, that was really neat.
I just took the stock mount, and I drilled out a little wigger hole where it had the action cam mount.
Yeah.
And I put this little cheap GoPro accessory for my cheap fake action cams. And it's got the screw on the bottom. And then I don't have the camera out right now. The camera's right here. It's got a screw hole on the top. So it just screws onto the bottom. And they're surprising. I think you guys probably agree. There wasn't a lot of jello in it.
No, there wasn't, actually.
And I know John understandably was concerned that I would get a bunch of jello from that cheap flimsy mount. And it didn't. I did it. The software is free that lets you generate the 360 video into MP4 or whatever, because it's not that way off the camera. But it did take me a while. The video was flipped upside down, and you have to find this one little icon to flip it. And I thought, oh crap, it's going to be upside down. I'm not going to be able to flip it the right side up. The software's not, it's not bad, but it doesn't have very thorough help. For
so actually, I'm kind of curious because, like you're saying, it doesn't record it to a normal format on camera.
Correct. It records it to like a ISV. It's a proprietary format that has to be loaded into the software. And then the software, I think, stitches it together into an MP4, and then an MP4. But then I don't know, if I take the MP4 into Sony Vegas or something, I don't know if that's going to destroy it or not. You wouldn't think so? I don't know. I wouldn't think so, but then so that's why I just did the knocking around and no music.
Yeah,
because I just wanted to get something up because
Good night,
I didn't
Billy.
know how well I was going to be able to review this. So
it's definitely cool. Yeah,
it's very cool, but it's like I said in my description, it's very cool, but it is pricey. It's $299 to $200. It depends on what they have it at. I'm sure I could get a coupon for less, but it's still going to probably cost $250.
Next year it'll be $199.
Exactly. Just wait.
It's just one of these. It's just one of these new things. These new stuff. New stuff costs more money.
And I think they've marked it up because Dan. I think Dan was in the chat. Dan won one, and I know Dan wants to get his up in the air. He won it from a giveaway. And then he just told me they'd send me one too. They didn't even say they had to review it. I thought I felt an obligation to get something up, but this obviously has to be a lot less, and they're making a huge profit because why would they just give me one?
Right.
Good night, Billy. Thanks for coming by. I'm gonna play your stuff here in a little bit. We may play.
See you later, Billy.
Go take a snooze.
He got class tomorrow, so he'll be in class all day too. But yeah, I will play your video and stuff here in a little bit, and maybe I'll load up this other stuff and just let it go.
Let's see what questions we have.
Donnie's in the house. What's up, buddy?
I see Donnie too. Talking about his leg and hip.
Well, stop going and doing drone reviews and rest.
Right.
You
Yeah,
don't
you
need
said
surgery number 3, damn it.
And don't worry about watching every single video we all put up, and don't
I
feel an
know.
obligation
Exactly.
to.
Don't
I
worry
know.
about it.
I tell Clay
I
the
don't
same thing.
I love it that he does, but you don't need to do that, man, because it's hard, especially when you're in pain and stuff.
I know.
I miss theirs too, and it's not intentional.
I know. Don't worry about
Right.
it. Jeez, I probably
when
won't
I
even
went
leave
to
It's-
I missed some of Brian's videos. I'm like, oh crap, how'd I miss this?
well, I went
I
to
know.
Ryan, I went to see your video today. I went to your channel today, and that's the first time I'd been there since you did that truck.
Yeah.
Because I said this in a video I had last week when I had this live stream. I appreciate all the people that come by, but I have 1,750 subscribers now. I can't possibly go back and watch every video from every one of these people now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I gotta say that 1750, man, that is amazing.
That's
And the amount of time that you've done it, I'm super impressed. You know what? And some people get jealous about this and that. I'm not the least bit. I'm so happy for you. But some of those massive channels, I do get a little bit jealous of some of them because I get into the reasons, but it's obvious. But I'm super happy for you. Yeah, but some of the channels, but most of them, you pass me up in subs. Hey, more power to you.
See, the thing, I told you this before too. When I talked to you, I chatted to you about it, or I was talking on a video. Subs don't mean anything. It's views. The views is what count. Subscribers. Right. You can have 1 million subscribers. If you got 5 views, then you're nothing. I know. There's people on YouTube that actually that make a big deal about how many subs they can get without ever making a video. You ever seen any of that kind of channels?
I know, that's pretty funny though.
Yeah. Okay. People brag about that. Oh, I got 100,000 subscribers. Go to their channel. They don't have one video up. What's the point? You're not getting paid for having 1 million subscribers if you don't have any views. So I don't understand what the point is.
I think that more subs does help. I think having more subs might help you get a better position.
I don't think it.
You don't think so?
I don't think it affects the algorithm whatsoever.
You don't think so? It seems like Quadcopter 101, and he's got a lot of subs, but he really does his videos. They'll get more views in the first hour than I might get on the entire video.
Right.
But he's huge, so I do get it.
Look how many videos he's got up.
Yeah, it's like every day. Yeah,
he's got like 800 videos up. I haven't watched one of his videos in 6 months at least. You know what though?
He's got as many videos he puts up. He doesn't have as many views as Flying Ryan. And Flying Ryan's pretty much retired from it.
Right.
You all see this?
He hasn't done it in a year.
That the Osmo was like $500.
That was the one with the camera on it.
But still, I didn't know. Was it that much?
Yeah, the original one, the first Osmo was 500. It was actually more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
You could get a Typhoon with the steady grip for a little bit more. That's why I bought the Typhoon. I bought the Typhoon for the steady grip. That steady grip is awesome. I've only got to shoot about 5 videos with it, but it is really nice.
Sweet.
That steady grip.
Yeah.
It is awesome, isn't it?
I love it. I love that steady grip.
Back to YouTube real quick. I think that your subscribers. A lot of people will say that subscribers are pretty poor about how many percentage of your subscribers actually view your videos. Like all of them. Like Flying Ryan told me once that his subscriber retention, like how many people actually view his videos, was really low.
Yeah, you know what mine is? My views, 5% of my views are from my subscribers.
Yeah, I check my analytics like almost every day, but I don't always dig into all the details. I can't remember mine, but isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is crazy.
You always people subscribe. You think they'd at least watch half the videos.
You think they'd at least watch one, but there are people that'll subscribe to your channel. They'll make a comment and they just forget to unsubscribe, and you'll never hear from them again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also kind of.
That's why subs don't mean anything.
Yeah, because I don't get to be too much because I'm like one day I'll click and one day I'll click like, hey, I just lost 2 subs. I'm like, all right, what would make somebody go to the extent to actually go to my page, and unsubscribe. What did I do to tick them off, or they actually took the time to unsubscribe? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Because it all, a lot of times, because I've done this, okay, so I know where these people are coming from. If you watch a lot of your YouTube videos on, say, on a PS4, okay, that will only hold 99 subscribers. On the PS4 will only retain 99 subscribers, okay?
Really?
So,
I never watched it on my PS4. I got a PS4. I never watched YouTube on it.
Well, it'll only let you hold 99 subscribers in the queue. So
they start ditching them out.
You start getting rid of them, so you can say you have one like me. I'm at the bottom. I'm a T, True Drone Review.
And when I add as a new person,
right? So and that's why a lot of people, they'll switch their channel and make it a letter that's up there at the top of the alphabet, because it'll move them up the list. There's a lot to this, you know. And I wanted to talk to that Dan guy from Florida, because I hear him all the time talking about these analytics, and I'll throw this out at you, Cuppy, to see if you understand any of this or any of this crap. But what I noticed about my videos, I'll post a video and it'll get like 100 views. And usually if I get 100 views or 150 views, I'm happy with it. That's good enough for me.
Yeah,
okay.
Me too.
But what I notice is the videos that I make, they don't ever seem to catch on for like 3 months. And I just don't understand why that is. I'll make a video, it'll get like 100 views, and then I'll make 20 more videos, and that video will go by month, couple, 2-3 months. I'll go back and look 3 months later, and it'll have 4,000 views on it.
I think it kind of steadily, mine does the same thing, Brian. I get 100, 200 views, and then I look, and then all of a sudden it's starting to slowly take off. And now I feel like almost every video I upload will eventually get to 1,000 views. Eventually.
Yeah,
they don't necessarily die completely, but some of the cars, especially a cheap little car, may not, because it's just not popular.
Especially after certain times too. Like what I've noticed right now, at the very least, after Christmas, I've gotten a whole bunch of traffic on all sorts of videos, because I guess people got these drones for Christmas, and now videos that like. I'm like, what the hell? I made that like 6 years. I made that like 6 months ago. Like, why the hell are people commenting on it now? Just because they're like, well, how do I use this drone?
Yeah. Right.
So, you know, those videos, they surge when there's interest in a model after a holiday, which I think is what happened with your ProMark stuff too.
Yeah.
Like we were saying. Because you made some ProMark videos months ago.
Yeah.
Right?
all my ProMark videos blew up. Every one of them was popular.
Yeah, it's because of that Christmas rush. It's because
I get a lot of comments, like you said, and I get a lot of comments on old videos.
Yeah. I've been getting comments lately on that Vivitar Air Defender X thing. That
oh God,
people are still buying that thing because I'm still getting views on it, man. Believe me.
How many people have to deal with they're smarter than you comments?
I get them all the time.
Yeah,
the thing about it is they probably are.
Yeah, but some of them, sometimes they do, and I'll say, hey, thanks a lot. Like the guy told me on the one I just reviewed, the Hubsan H216A. They told me that that you can change the speed rates in the app, and I did not see that because there's no way to do it on the controller. So I thank the person for the info.
Well, you know, a lot of times I'll get like, you know, on like Cuppy was talking about those ProMark videos I did. I don't know if you guys, if you watch it or you noticed it. Well, this ProMark, that GPS shadow drone has this annoying beep when you're recording the video. Okay, you saw that. Okay,
yes.
Well, one of the he wasn't even a subscriber. Just some guy come by, watch the video, and he says, "Oh, I know how to get rid of that." Because I was going to take the controller apart and disable the little baffle in there. Okay. He said, oh no. He said, just start the video from the app and it doesn't do that. He said, it only does that if you do it from the button on the controller.
Where was the beep coming from? The controller?
It just comes if you have the controller, and the controller has a photo button and a video button on it. Well, if you start the video from the controller with the button, it sends out this beep, this constant annoying beep.
And I think a beep comes from the controller.
Yeah, it
audible
comes from
sound.
it comes from the controller. But if you start the video from the app, it doesn't do that.
That is weird.
Yeah,
I guess because the controller doesn't know.
Yeah,
The controller doesn't know that you're recording.
that you're recording after if you use the app. So I was thankful for that tip. So whenever
some of the comments I would get is like my ZD Racing, my truck. That one's got 20,000 views, and that's a super popular truck, as John knows. The last comment I got was from a guy the other day, and he just simply commented garbage. That's what he said, garbage. I replied back. He said, thanks for your useful input or something like that. I went and looked at his channel, and he had 3 Traxxas videos. Well, obviously, some of these people that thinks, oh, I got to have a $300 or $400 Traxxas truck, So I didn't comment or nothing. I just left his channel. Yeah, it was a nobody. It's like, you know what? For what it is, for the price, it's a great truck. It's not garbage. I have to bite my lip to not be mean to some people because I just don't want to get that reputation.
Do you remember the comment I got on the Feilun, right? And that's a drone that was sponsored to me, right? But I freaking hated it.
The Feilun GPS, yeah, you didn't like it.
Yeah, and then there was that one comment in the thing talking about.
I think I do, but tell me what it was.
I can't remember, but they were all on top of me, as if it was all my fault that it didn't work right.
We had some today too, John, and one of that really big RC channel, way bigger than Quadcopter, RC trains and trucks. Oh yeah,
they blame the battery. They blame the battery that I was using.
Yeah, they did.
No wonder why the app stuff didn't work. It's the battery's fault. Yeah, because the batteries are crap.
Well, weren't you trying to pick up a GoPro or a knockoff GoPro?
Oh, I did try to pick up a knockoff GoPro.
It was a Firefly,
just to prove to people that it doesn't work.
Yeah, well, that's what he said. He said that's the reason it didn't work is because you used an underpowered battery.
Yeah, this is impossible. You know why? Because they were Gens Ace Tattoo Racer batteries.
They were good batteries.
That's literally impossible.
Yeah, but that's what
people
he said.
Are dumb.
That was the comment he made because I read it.
Oh yeah, and he also said that the stuff like the waypoints and whatnot not working were the fault of the battery too.
Yeah, that's real possible.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
That
I actually gave that
quadcopter had way too many features for the amount of battery power it had.
Yeah,
I figured I have mine. I didn't review it yet. I haven't even messed with it yid. I've had it for 3 months, but I was thinking,
that's a junker.
But all the features that it had on it, I was thinking, okay, I'm going to have to make 4 videos to be able to do all these features because of, I'll do the waypoints and the battery will go dead. Now I'll have to go charge the battery. Then I'll do right. Then I'll have to do the follow me. That's another video. And then I'll have to, it's got all these features, but no power,
Yeah. And
that's what the Hubson's got 12 minutes.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's fine. Hubson's got 12 minutes flight time. I didn't cover all those extra features. You have too long of a video. My video is long enough the way it is. You don't need to see follow me.
I was saying at the end of my review that this is an example of a drone that, sounds really awesome on paper, but it's full of features that you'll never be able to use or just flat out don't freaking work. It would have been better just make something simpler.
Right. I don't have the Feilun one, John. I got that the Venom. It's the same quad. They just repackaged it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it's the same exact quad.
Did you see the guy today, John, or yesterday that was commenting to both of us on something? We must have commented on another channel where the guy was trying to defend the Bugs 2 camera.
Oh, God.
That thing's a piece of junk.
He was telling me the Bugs 2 cam, and if something I must have commented on, but I thought John had commented on it too. Telling me that the Bugs, it was RC tank, not RC tank the truck, RC. It was some foreign channel. It's 170,000 subscribers. And he was telling me or somebody that we were delusional that the Bugs 2 camera is fantastic. And
let me tell you something. If that thing is 1080p, I'm Rumpelstiltskin. Okay, yeah. I'm telling you right now.
I told him against the Bugs 2 camera is crap.
it is garbage.
Crap. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Most of these toy quads, and I say this in my reviews all the time. Okay, these Hubsons and these Siemens, these cameras are garbage. Okay, they're garbage. And I say this in my reviews all the time too. And people don't seem to get this. These quadcopters, these husbands and Seamas, these are toys.
Yep, exactly.
But people try to associate these things with Mavic Pro. They're not.
Yeah,
they're toys.
I would not even compare a friggin' Bugs 2 to a Mavic. Like, I don't know why people even try.
They do.
The Bugs 2, they could have done better job though. That's the thing.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that camera was a real Achilles heel of that thing because that thing flies so nice.
Oh, it's a great drone. Otherwise, I love it.
I love the hell out of that thing, but the camera is complete garbage.
That's one reason why I don't fly mine that much because of the camera.
Here's the thing, though. The Bugs 2C video is significantly worse than Bugs 2W.
Yeah.
And they acted like it wasn't, but it is. Because I got Bugs 2W, and I put... That's the black one with the metal motors and everything else. People, that's the one they sent to most of the reviewers. I guess, again, so they would say it's good. And even I got tricked into it because I didn't realize, hey, this is the camera is not the same as the B2C. It's not. So
I did 3 videos on that Bugs 2, and they were all real popular. They all had a lot good views. I mean, for me, a couple thousand, 2,500, 3,000 views.
I think I've got 12,000 on mine.
But the drone, I gave it a great review because it performed magnificently, you know. But the camera sucks. It just sucks.
That's one reason I don't fly mine as much as I'd like because of the camera. I like to have some footage. But I could fly it outside and fly it around talking to my wife, not even paying attention. It's so easy to fly. I'm flying over my head and I'm looking at it.
Right.
I would easily take the Bugs 2W out more if it had a better camera on it.
Yep.
Now, I don't even care about the gimbal or anything. Just a better camera. And the range on it sucks, too. It's only 120 meters. And then the Wi-Fi just freezes up, at least for me on iPhone.
Yeah. So plus it's got that AVI format, which I hate.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that either.
Not on the Bugs 2W. On Bugs 2W, it's different. They just give you MP4.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like I said, there's something different about the video processing on Bugs 2W. They really did a number on that one, sending that one out to reviewers.
That's a nice one.
That's PPW, right?
It's a beauty.
Yeah.
But it gives me AVI.
Yeah, I don't like it.
That's what I'm saying. You all were saying it was MP4. So is this an older model, maybe?
Is that a 2W, isn't it?
Well, I bought my Bugs 2 day one. I mean, as soon as it got released, I bought it.
I'm going to put this out in the chat real quick. I have a question for anyone in the chat. Has anyone here flown Bugs 2W and Bugs 6 at the same time? Did anything weird happen?
I got to take a 5 minutes, guys.
Under a tree somewhere and then come back 20 minutes later.
Yeah, no, I still don't understand that. I don't get it.
Was that what happened to Clay with his Bug 6? Or was that just on his own?
No, that was, well, I don't know. Did Clay's Bug 6 fly away?
It seemed like he had his flip over and did something crazy. The Bug 6 you sent him.
Crystal's father and I were out flying the Bugs 2W and the Bug 6. I think I told you. And it Bug 6 flew away.
Yeah. See, what is it? Droneography aerial, what is it? Meditation. Is having, he just hit 100 subs.
100 subs.
Contest.
Congratulations on the 100 subs. Dude.
Brian stepped away for a minute, but let's try to remember to remind him when he gets back because we're starting to straggle down on the, maybe he can show that drone again and we'll remind everybody what they needed to do next week, to pull that one off. And I was posting some of the new links to the T-shirts and stuff. Basically, that's how right now I'm not buying anything new. I'm not really talking about anything new because I can't afford to buy anything new. So I made these T-shirts and I make a little bit off of them. So if anybody buys any of those, if you go to the store, Coast to Coast Drones on Teespring, you'll see all of those T-shirts and stuff. If I can start selling them kind of regularly, it's like I was mentioning in the chat earlier. I'm actually thinking about giving them away, maybe getting some of the other guys involved and helping you all maybe design some for your channels because it's a quick way to get people involved.
I thought about making it. I thought about making a couple of shirts for my channel just to wear, but it's so darn expensive.
Yeah, right.
It's like
$60 for just a shirt for me and a shirt for Corey.
My wife looked at me the other day and she said, "You know those T-shirts you designed? You're your own best customer." We sold two. I sold two. I sold one to Neil and I sold one to Eric, and all the rest of them I bought for my wife and my daughter and my kids, and she's not super happy about it. So that's basically why, you know, when she was all happy about me getting the Mavic Air, yeah, it's a good idea, it's a good idea. And then she saw the credit card statement. She's like, what the fuck are you thinking about getting a new drone? And I was like, okay. So, so I'm here for drone therapy, man. I'm here for drone therapy because I can't get the drone I want. So I'm going to live vicariously through everybody else. But anyway, I'm thinking about, like, if I could sell like 5, or if I can sell like maybe 5, I'd give one away. For every 5 I can sell, I'd give one away. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But like I said, where Brian's back now, he showed a drone that he's going to give away. And we've decided that with these conditions of the contest, you must be a subscriber, you must like the video, and you must comment after drone therapy is over and the video is processed.
Yep.
Leave the contest open until drone therapy next week. And can we do a live drawing on cam, guys?
Yeah.
I don't see why not. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we'll do it live on cam next week. So what is the deadline going to be? What, 2 hours before the show, hour before the show? What? What do you think, guys? What do you think? What's the deadline?
I don't know. How are we going to draw it again? They had I don't remember how the criteria was
video to process after we're done with the show.
Yeah.
Come back and comment and say, I want Brian's drone.
Mm-hmm.
And Brian's going to
So we go by the comments after the video has been posted, after it's no longer live.
And then use a YouTube randomizer on it?
Yep.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, okay.
And,
So
we gotta
do
have,
that live.
and we can also advertise everywhere throughout the week next week. But we got to say, I say midnight Monday morning.
How about, why don't we do it at the tail end of the show next week?
There's new people in so they can see it.
Yes,
so people can tune in to see if they won.
Yeah, see, this is the drone Brian's going to give away. Like I said, you must be subscribed. You must like the video. And you must post in the comments after this show's over and we process, I want Brian's drone. And Brian's going to sign it and we're going to send it to the winner. Now, you said what, John? What was your suggestion?
I was saying, why don't we do it at the very, very end of the show next week? We'll do the drawing real quick. I mean,
yeah, we could draw it live.
We could draw it live at the very end of the show next week. Make that what we finish out the show with.
Okay,
that's simple enough.
Yep.
Right.
Because people are weak to enter.
Yeah, and then we can talk about it throughout the show next week to give them a little bit longer to go back to the original video. And
that's the other thing too. We can let people who are on there tonight get into it, and yeah. So,
yeah, I used that Sandra Christ thing that I saw you use, Cuppy. That's what
the Sandra thing.
Yeah, that's the only one I know of. So I saw you do it, so I decided to start using it.
It works fine, except I just get embarrassed when it picks like myself because I'm a pinned comment, or it picks my girlfriend like 10 times and I can't do anything about it. I'm just like, what the hell? It picks me. I had to do like 3 or 4 picks.
That's why I hate to do them live, because it was picking my comments or something.
Well, I had to start doing it. I had to start doing it live because people, of course, they were
think that you're rigging it. Yeah.
Right.
If you don't do it live, people think you rig it. So
I did my last one live for my YouTube.
Well, yeah, it makes more sense that way. Nobody can gripe about it. It's biased. They can see it pop up and everything in front of them, so they know what's going on.
Right. It's all there. There's no question that, hey, it happened live. There's no one's fudging with anything.
If this giveaway goes good, then I don't see why we don't do it. Bill and I have been discussing it. I was suggesting just throwing this out. I got a Bug 6 that I'm willing to part with.
Ooh, yeah. See, there's another drone. Like I said, I know you might not like exactly my shirts, but maybe I'll give away one of those once in a while. There's all kinds of different things we can do. Maybe
I definitely might have some that I'm willing to part with as well. I gotta get some reviews
Bug
done.
6, only got a couple flights on. I just don't have a reason to fly it. The Bugs 3 does better for me.
Oh, better be careful because the Bug 6 flies away. So
That's
Hey, Bill. Bill, make sure after you post the video gets posted and processed, you go in and change the title header and put that giveaway part in there because more people will come.
Yeah,
and
good thought. Edit the title, yeah.
Right. As long as they're subscribers. I don't mind doing giveaways. I do them all the time, but they have to be subscribers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But like you said earlier, though, subscribers don't mean shit.
Right. They
It's
don't.
still nice to get the numbers up, though.
I get exactly what you're saying because it's those stupid requirements that they come up with. Not that I think I'm ever going to get 4,000 hours in 12 months or, who knows. But that's
what sucks is
about earlier. That's one thing I would like to do. I would like to get some kind of sponsorship just for the show, so that we could do things a little bit better, maybe entice some bigger people. And that's another thing. I say this every week. Anybody that's in the chat, anybody that's watching, if you would like to be a guest on Drone Therapy, if you got some kind of input that you would like to put out, please feel free to get in touch with me, with John, with Ryan, with Brian, with Chris, anybody that you know that's a regular in Coast to Coast Drones. They can hook you up and get you on this show with us. We'll do our best. Right now, it's kind of hard for us to do people outside of the continental U.S. until we can figure out a better. But as we grow and get more viewers and stuff, we'll figure out how to do that.
I think between John and I think there's a decent chance we can probably get a sponsor to sponsor a giveaway. I'm not saying a regular thing. It may just be, even if it's just an F-36.
They might do it once or two. Like an F-36. Everyone loves those.
Yeah,
they're
awesome.
Good flyers, and they're literally cost GearBest a couple bucks at the most.
Yeah,
so they'll send those things out like water.
Mm-hmm. They're like candy. F-36.
That would be great. I'm sure that would be fantastic. But I'm just saying, Kim, I'm not saying, okay, we could probably get you on from Canada. I don't see, I didn't mean to make it sound like, how about people that are kind of relating to our time zones?
Yeah, right.
That would be better, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
But if we can get a sponsor, then
obviously
we don't have to worry about shipping. So that's one good thing.
Right.
If GearBest or even Lite's done a few things for me, if they sponsor something, then it's open worldwide. I don't have to worry about shipping it. I don't have to worry about shipping costs. The shipping overseas is going to cost a lot.
Yeah.
I know Dan shipped SEMA over to Heath Hunter, and I don't know what it cost him, but it couldn't have been too cheap to ship to the UK. I don't know.
No.
Well, I shipped that one to Lewis, that little, it was just that little drone, that little JJRC thing, to Portugal. He won the giveaway. It was only $13 to send it.
That's not bad, but it's still tiny, but that's why it wasn't too bad. Yeah.
Right. It was a small little thing. The box was about that big,
Yeah.
I think I mailed something to New Zealand once. That was not the one time I've shipped anything overseas.
Can I say one? I need to say one thing real quick. Chris is telling me that I got to stop saying Chris. I had to say MD95 TSI.
Can't remember all
the rest of it. But he's like,
that's too long.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to say Chris. So that anytime I say Chris, it's MD95 TSI.
How about MD Chris?
Yeah. Don't mind paying shipping. Yeah, that depends because for something like an F-36, it's honestly not worth it if you have to pay the shipping. You could just buy it brand new.
Yeah, well,
depending on where you live.
When I was going to send that drone, little quadcopter to Lewis in Portugal, what I told him after he won the giveaway, I said, look, I'm going to check and see how much I could just buy it from GearBest and have them ship it to you.
Right.
Or and keep it myself because it was a nice little quad. I liked it. I said, but I'll take it to the post office and see what they say. And they said, well, okay, we'll send it for $13. So I just shipped it, So I just let them take it instead of buying one and have them GearBest ship it to them.
Yeah.
Because then that would have cost me $20-something,
Right.
So that's the way
they do it over there.
When you do those,
somebody had once said that the Chinese government supplements their shipping costs so that they can be successful.
Subsidize.
Yeah,
they do. They subsidize customize it.
Yeah,
because they, and I don't know. That's why I don't know why Hobby King is so darn high compared to the others. But it makes sense because otherwise, there's no way they can ship this stuff by DHL or for the price.
I buy stuff from GearBest all the time. Okay, all the time. Okay, like the other day, I just bought 5 things. There's no shipping charge. I don't know how they do it.
And that's that priority line. It comes by the international bridge. Usually, is what they usually offer.
Right. I mean, the stuff usually. What I noticed about them 2 companies, that Banggood and the GearBest. The GearBest has better stuff, has more selection, but Banggood, it'll come a little quicker.
Yeah, and Banggood will offer DHL on a lot more items for literally 80 cents or nothing. They add DHL, which is DHL is by far your best option. I mean, it's 3 days from the time it ships to my doorstep, which is pretty damn incredible.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for a microboard, and I was hoping I should have bought DHL, but I didn't. Now I've got NL Post is what I have, Ryan.
Oh my God, Netherlands Post is the worst. Post. It might come smashed up like a ball.
I know.
Literally, I had in Netherlands Post. I had a quad sit in Chicago last Christmas time for a month before it moved. A month, and British Royal Mail's terrible too. It was beat to crap. Yeah, go ahead.
You're checking that tracking number all the time, right? And it's just sitting there. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, that sucks. That wouldn't happen because that happens to me with GearBest. Usually it'll get here quick after it gets to California.
Yep.
It just takes that time to get to California. But I know it's got to go through customs and all that because I know one of my packages got opened and sorted through one time. They just randomly pick these things out,
That's why DHL is so good. They've got such a good rapport with customs that you'll look and half my items will clear customs in Cincinnati, Ohio before it's even reached the United States. It's already cleared customs. So I don't know if they have a customs agent with them over there, or they just have I don't know how to do it.
They know somebody.
DHL.
They know somebody.
Yeah, DHL is pretty incredible with how fast they get. I got a really cool truck coming Thursday. I got the DHK Maximus. I can't wait to get
Let's see.
thing.
My item right now just says this item is pre-advised. That's all it says. 119. This item is pre-advised.
Pre-advised.
That's what 17 track says anyway. Yeah, I'm not really
I've
sure.
Never even heard of that. Is that Netherlands Post?
Yep, that's Post NL. Yep.
Yeah.
The item is pre-advised.
Yeah, Netherlands Post, it may actually sit there for 2 weeks before it actually gets picked up.
Well, hopefully it does, because I really need to fix that King Kong ET-125. I screwed it up.
Hey,
Netherlands Post and British Royal Mail are the worst.
I got a question. Does anybody here, John, or any of you guys, or know anybody that has those DJI goggles?
Yeah, Kyle does.
No.
Yeah, Billy.
Billy. Does he own them? I didn't think he owned them.
He owns them. Oh, come on. It's Billy Kyle. You think he doesn't own everything? Only thing he doesn't own is the Inspire.
He doesn't own the Inspire.
As I said, 1 and 2, and that's it. And he's going to get those eventually. But yeah, he does.
Yeah,
I was thinking. Really seen him fly with them.
I was thinking about getting those.
Ken won't use them. Ken uses Fat Sharks.
Well,
I feel like if I bought those DJI goggles, I would use them once and be like, "Wow, this is cool," and then they would just sit in a box. And
I don't know if you know, but they have the new ones, the DJI racing goggles.
Yeah.
It comes with it doesn't come with it, but you can buy this little camera kit that you can hook this camera to other quadcopters.
I did see that.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. It looks.
How those DJI goggles work? Because do they get an HD feed? I mean, are they able to? Do they plug in by HDMI cable?
Okay, so actually, what Brian is talking about is a new set. Is a new goggles.
It's the racing goggles.
They call them the DJI RE goggles. They're not the Mavic Pro goggles. They hook up to like an OcuSync transmitter, so you can like take this little OcuSync transmitter, hook it up to a camera, put it on your say racing drone in theory, and get HD video back to it. The only thing is, I just haven't seen what the latency is.
That's what I would think. You think there'd be latency, but there's not. That's great. I mean,
I think they have some claim like 55 milliseconds of latency, which is still too much for some people, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know, gamers would be like, "Oh, that's too much latency."
Yeah,
Yeah, I know
right.
what you're saying, but yeah, I mean, honestly, the analog feed for me, especially my cheap goggles, I can see where that would be a
It does
problem
have
at
analog
times.
too as well. It says it. We also include analog for hard. Okay, they're claiming 50 ms of latency, is what they're claiming. And let's see, it comes with this OcuSync video transmission module offering 2.4 and 5.8 gigahertz bit dual band. It's got there's the camera module with 148 FOV. I wish I could stream this to my screen so you guys could see it. But yeah, it's all on there. DJI RE goggles. I don't think Billy has these.
They're more
These are-
money than the originals. The original ones were
Yeah.
$499. These are $539 or something.
$549. I'm looking at it right now.
$549.
Yep.
Okay. And then the
That's
camera
pricey.
module, and then the camera module's more.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That doesn't come
Very
with it.
expensive.
Yeah, they're expensive as hell.
Yeah, it's very expensive. I don't see this. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't see this catching on in the racing world, at least, and I'll tell you why. It's because this type of goggle. Now, I don't know what it looks like inside here, but for me, and I know a lot of people will say the same thing, but for me, I had box goggles before I had the Fat Sharks. And what I found was the box goggles were so in your face. You're so immersed that when you're moving fast in those goggles, it will give you motion sickness. I get motion sickness.
That's why I got to sit down.
Well, listen. I don't know if you know this or not, John, but you know the DJI goggles, the first ones.
Mm-hmm.
The $499 ones, the ones that go with the Mavic and the Spark and that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know if when you're wearing them, you know when you turn your head, the camera turns?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
I didn't know if you knew that or not.
Yeah, which is really, really cool.
Yeah, I think that's
But see,
a really cool feature.
that is really cool. And for those camera drones, that's awesome. That's really awesome. You don't even have to deal with having the sun on your phone or anything else. You just throw those on and you fly. But
Right.
I'm talking about for like they're trying to market this to people who race.
Right.
I don't know. There's just multiple things that I see
Well,
here. They're
you
not
know-
going to work at this price.
Yeah,
for me.
well, you know, I'm
And
not
for the
into
type.
them. I'm not into them racing quads yet. I haven't got it.
Oh
to
yeah.
them. If I was going to get
That's
the
my
DJI,
next thing to do.
if I was going to get those DJI goggles, I'd get the original ones, the ones that I could hook up to my Mavic and the Spark.
Yeah.
You know, and
I would love to have those.
I love that feature that you turn your head and you can see to the side.
Yeah.
I just love that
Yeah.
feature, man. I just
It's like you're flying for real. What I want to do is I want to pick them up maybe in a couple years from now or a year from now. Hopefully they'll come down in price now that these new ones have come out, or maybe
Right.
DJI will have some new technology, and then those goggles will be only selling for like $150 at some point. And I'll probably still have my Mavic around then, so I would pick those up then. Because you're like a bird if you have those on. You're truly like a bird. You can look around.
Well, I think it's nice if you're flying out there and you can look to the side without moving the sticks to see if you're gonna before you move, so you know you're not gonna run into anything. Oh, I'll look over here. Is that clear?
just look.
Okay. Yeah.
What does it
just
do? Does
look
it
over
yaw
there.
the quadcopter with your head?
No, it just
Yeah.
moves the camera.
It just
Just
moves the camera. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah,
It moves the camera. No, I don't. It's pretty neat though how it works. It's pretty neat. That's why they cost the money they cost. I mean,
Mm-hmm. There's
They got
nothing
all
like
that-
it. You can't get
right? They got all that tech built in there, you know. But I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I
I
would-
would pick them up for like $200,
Yeah,
not
I would.
500.
I would buy those before I bought the Mavic Air because I'm real happy with my
Oh,
Mavic Pro. My Mavic Pro, I love that thing. So
I knew you would. I knew you would when you got it, and I saw you got it. I'm like, he's just gonna love that, especially after playing with so many crappy toys and everything else. I knew you
Yeah.
would love them.
after playing with them Seamas, that's
They've really gone downhill too. Siemens used to be so good.
Okay,
No, it's
John.
funny because you were like after now that I got the Mavic, I think I'm done with the toys. But
yeah.
you kept going with the toys and stuff after that. Did
Right.
Well,
John,
just
You just still have no idea how much stuff I have that I never even opened.
Oh, is that the
Oh,
case?
I think I actually said that to you. I said I'm gonna quit doing I said I'm gonna quit doing these SEMA X8 type drones when I get done opening all these boxes of crap I got. I got about 30 boxes of crap on the floor over here behind this computer desk.
You know what? I believe you, because you know how many I got right now? Probably around 15 or 20, because the weather has been shit and I've been unable to fly.
Yeah, I really can't
get anything done.
Right, I can't get anything done either. I have to go up to the pool to fly anything.
And it's too cold to fly outside half the time, and then that killed the battery. When it gets really, really cold, I mean, I can't get a minute flight time, and the LVC's going off.
Yeah, I know. I can only get like 2 minutes of flight time on some of those little racers when it was like below 20 degrees, 8 degrees outside. I'm trying to get my hands from freezing.
It's just hard to sit there. It's just hard to sit there and cut a video when you're freezing like that. And
yeah,
you know, when I went to the park the other day, it warmed up here to 50, but I went to the park. Okay, but what was going on at the park? It was nothing but mud.
Yeah, it was thawed out.
Right, everything was thawed out. It was a muddy mess, so I couldn't do anything. You know, I shot I shot the video in that Medicu thing in the parking lot. You know, and that was it.
RC truck.
I've got 3 or 4 of them sitting here. I never even opened yet. 2 of them are red cats.
I know you said you're getting red cats are good.
I got
I've never
2 of
owned
them.
one, but I've heard good things about them.
I got 2 of them on Black Friday.
I like that piranha. You know that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know. I guess I understand that, because, like you said, it's really hard to get out there sometimes. But hopefully, summer coming, spring was coming around the corner. We've been having some pretty warm days here too. So
it's gonna be about 70 here Friday, but then that's gonna be.
Yeah, it should be like 55 out here tomorrow. Actually, I'm going to try to get something done tomorrow.
Okay, can I ask you guys a question? You Mavic,
sure.
A question, please.
Sure, Bill.
How close are the new drone specs to what the Mavic Pro does right now?
You mean the Mavic Air?
Yeah, how close are the Mavic Air specs to the Mavic Pro now?
Okay, well, I don't know. There's 7 minutes less flight time.
Yeah, I know that much. What about how fast? What will the Mavic shoot 1080 at? What's max frames per second?
Is it at 120?
It'll do 120. Yep.
Will it?
But it only does the 4K and the 30.
Yeah, that's all that the Air does too.
Yeah, 4K at 30.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah.
4K 30 and 180 at 20. Yep.
Right.
That's what the Altel does. Same.
Will it do 2.7 at 60, just like the Air?
Good question. I don't know.
Mine does.
I would hazard a guess. Yes, like we could look it up. I mean,
okay. Here's my next question.
I mean, Casey was happy with it, but he said it wasn't as good as the Phantom 4, as the Mavic or the Phantom. He said the camera wasn't as good. He said the average person wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Right.
Yeah, the camera's not going to be as good. It's small.
Yeah.
But for drone enthusiasts like us who live and breathe this shit.
Here's the thing. Why do you think they cut Mavic Pro so drastically?
Maybe they have more in stock than they want.
Well, when I walked into Costco today, and I posted that and I put that picture up, they've got Mavic Pros right now for $7.99 in Costco,
and they're discontinuing them.
Yeah, in Costco. I don't know that means anything else.
Costco is clearing out their inventory.
Bill, do you realize what one of the most top returned items is during Christmas season?
I guess drones. Would be a drone, since you were saying
drones
that.
are one of the top items that are returned because
they can't fly them.
Don't work because the wife got mad and now they got to return the Christmas present that was supposed to be for dad.
Right.
Variety of reasons. Drones are some of the top things returned. I just think Costco's just dropping it. I mean, if it would be different if everywhere the thing was going on sale, but it's not. You know what? B&H Photo and Video. Well, here's a bigger drop. B&H Photo and Video had Phantom 4 Advanced for $799.
Holy cow!
Yep, it was for 3 hours only, but they had it dropped to $799. And people on RC Gross were like, "You guys should jump on that." And people were like, "Oh, if I wasn't waiting for like Canon 5 or something like that, I would jump on it."
It dropped everywhere.
Oh, the days dropped everywhere.
$759 now.
Oh, well, yeah, that's what I saw.
Mavic's been out a while too. I mean,
well, okay. Here's my question. I guess.
What's the price of the Mavic right now?
Do we think that there's going to be a Mavic 2, or is it just going to be 5
next year?
Yes, but it's the question of when.
Yeah, it's next year. It's not going to be this year.
Or you think we're going to get Phantom 5 this year and then Mavic 2 next year?
I think there could be a Mavic 2 in May, but it's a stretch.
Yeah, I don't know if I really believe what's his name, Ostalev, as far as, because according to what he posted a couple days ago, they have finished field testing the Mavic 2. That's just what he said. So I don't know.
Well, maybe they finished field testing it and found a lot of bugs, and they got to go back to the drawing board on something.
Could be.
You know,
you got to remember when the Mavic first came out, its production was horrendous, absolutely horrendous for at least a good 6 months. The first cameras that came out were some of them had jello.
Yeah, they had problems
they
with
had this
them.
like yellow haze. I waited. In fact, I waited to try to get a Mavic that was made in March because I didn't want one.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Remember, I wanted the serial number and everything, and I was like,
what was the issue? Wasn't it another issue with the camera? What was it? You mentioned
it was. Oh my God, the crooked horizon.
The crooked horizon. That's it.
Being drunken on the Mavic. They just couldn't get it right. They just couldn't get it right for months and months.
That chick.
And now it's really good.
That girl from England, that drone girl, she had a bad one. Yeah, she had a bad one. I saw a video she had.
I used to see her, and she used to comment on Joe, Joey, our admin, and I don't know.
Well, she was a guest. She was a guest on that Eagle VP, that British guy, on his show. So I watched a little bit of his show, and then I went over to check a couple of her videos, and I saw the video where she had a bad camera on her Mavic.
Tons of people. I was following a guy. His name was Sean Oz on YouTube. This was when he posted his video in January about how drunken the Horizon was, and he had finally gotten DJI to take his drone back and send him one. They ended up sending him a refurbished friggin' drone with a controller that made like a clicking noise and a battery that was discolored. And the Mavic itself had some scuffs on it. He was so pissed. And I was like, man, now I don't even know if I should buy this thing because what the hell? I'm like, I could end up getting stuck just like this. But I took the risk, and I just seem to be lucky with products when I buy them. I generally don't get defects. And if I do, I can get it resolved. But anyway.
I don't think I've ever bought a quadcopter since I started doing this. It actually didn't work.
Yeah,
you liked it.
Except the Mini Ready. Except that didn't work.
Well, that was straight up defective for me. But
hey, look, I will
that little box fan one, that little red one.
Yes, the box fly.
Yeah, I didn't even review it because John has told everybody this was a piece of crap. He didn't even fly it, so I'm like, I'm not even gonna mess with it. John told everybody it's a piece of junk. What good is it gonna do?
I will never watch another video from anybody that gave that a good review. I will never watch another video from the RC Sailors. I will never watch another video from Quadcopter 101. I will never watch another video from that Ali Shima Muslim dude. They all said that thing was the greatest thing since freaking sliced bread. They're all full
I
of
watched
crap.
Quadcopter 101, and he kept having to land it and had
He
to
kept
recalibrate gyros.
He didn't keep landing it. He kept crashing it.
Well, he would also say he had to recalibrate the gyros constantly, right?
It doesn't matter how many times you recalibrate those gyros.
Yeah,
the thing
I know.
It's too heavy.
I didn't think that he gave it a positive review, but yeah, he does sugarcoat stuff way too much.
Dude, if you get any hair, anything stuck in the props, it's over. 9 screws.
Ryan, go back and watch his review and watch the end of the review, and he's going to say in the end of the review the same thing that RC said and the same thing as that Muslim dude said. The exact words they used were, it's a great starter quad.
Yeah, you know, I
No,
think I
it's
do
not.
remember that. It's a terrible starter quad. Yeah, I know.
That's what they all
You
said.
don't understand
I
that.
may not have watched
You
this
don't
to the
understand
very,
about
very
these
end, but I did
guys.
watch it.
You know what I don't understand is about these guys, and I can say it because I'm affiliated too, right? Okay, why on earth do you have to sell your soul and say this is a great starter quad? This is a great what
For
I
money.
did was real
They do
simple.
it
I
for
said
money,
this
John.
thing is a piece of crap, but these are the ones that you should be getting if you're looking for a starter. Those links are in the description below. Like, why the hell can't they do that? Why can't they just give it a bad review and then turn it around? Like, because seriously, that's the kind of person I figured would be looking into this.
But when you're
Someone who's
making
new.
10,000 a month, like some of these people are,
Do they really
I
need the
think there's-
$14 from that sale?
I
that
don't
drone,
know.
the
I think that
5%?
I think they're scared that they're gonna
Right.
lose that.
Right.
Quadcopter
They're-
101
they're-
lives off his channel.
Guys, I need to ask a question here. Am I having an acid flashback, or does John Coopy occasionally have a turkey wishbone in his hand?
I do have a turkey wishbone in my hand.
I was like, oh my God,
I didn't
I'm
notice
not
it.
losing my mind.
Hey, Bill,
I
your
do have a
video
turkey
disappeared.
wishbone in my hand.
Yeah, you just see the Grateful Dead head.
Yeah. Is that a turkey? And okay, there you go.
No.
No, man, this is for Thanksgiving. I had intended to
because I was like,
I had intended to break this thing with my brother, and I'm like, we'll do it later. I put it in my pencil thing, and that's after Christmas. I came back. I'm like, this thing is still here.
and then it would disappear, and I was like, Bill, are you okay? I'm like, so finally, I was like, I'm gonna cut the camera off, make sure that nothing's happening strange, and I'm just gonna ask.
Yeah, here it is.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
now we know that if you say, if you have a piece of crap drone and you sell someone anything good about it, Brian from True Drones V will not watch your channel anymore.
That's right. That's
I don't
right.
blame you.
You better not say. You better not cross this path and say a drone's good. 'cause
I
he
have
will
to admit,
never
I
watch you
still
again.
watch Quadcopter 101, not regularly, but it's almost like I watch him now to see, like, look for what should I not do in my video,
Yeah,
or
right.
or I'm just looking to see, just initial, because he gets it before anybody else. I know I might get it, but he already has it. Just get an idea. But I don't like to use channels too much to cheat per se. To like find out all my information so I know what to say and I don't have to do any research on my own. I don't like to do that.
Yeah, I don't like to do that either. But you know what?
Not saying I've never
watch
done it,
him.
but I don't regularly
I
do
will
it.
still watch him just to see what he's got going on.
Yeah.
And I don't like to say anything bad about anybody, especially in a public forum like this. But at the same time, though, it's kind of sad to me, more sad than anything, because he's the reason why. I've said this before. He's basically part of the reason why I got into this. Because after my college, I saw my college had drones. I'm like, all right, I want to try on a drone. And I found that video. The SEMA, your grandmother could fly this, and that was awesome. That was a great example of a.
It is a good drone. Yeah.
Now, what I feel like he does is he gets so many of them. He just doesn't have the time to give each one the necessary care that it needs. Like he was flying that Furby QAV95 with a battery that just wasn't suitable for it. And I'm just thinking to myself, come on, you're QC101. Why can't you use a proper battery? And someone actually mentioned that in the comments. They're like, dude, why don't you have a bunch of batteries on hand that you can actually fly these and give a proper review? You just grabbed some random ass battery from some other drone that you had and charged it up, flew it, and was like, yeah, the flight time sucks. Well, no shit, it sucks because you didn't use the right battery.
Well, look at his videos, John. How many times he's got a big cardboard box with just so many drones. He got to use a label maker to label his controllers. And that's why the vendors be like, oh, I had a vendor tell me, oh, I won't mention his first name, but she mentioned his first name. She said, well, he so-and-so, I'll say Bill is his name, but it's not.
He
puts out a review every day. And that was a big deal to her because he could do a review every day. But I'm like, but that doesn't mean that the review is good every day.
He even called the bugs too. He's like, okay, he said, this is the DJI Bugs 2W.
Yeah.
He's not even even remembering what he's flying anymore.
'Cause he's got too many things. Yeah.
So many. He's like, gotta get him up. Gotta get and so it's just.
Well,
I'm not. Probably the biggest fiasco, John, was probably the Phantom 4 Pro review.
And this is why
really,
people like Brian, True Drone Reviews, is actually a really good thing because, you know, it's very hard to rely on someone like him anymore. It really is. And what's sad is people like QC101 who do the rushed reviews. I'm not saying all his reviews are rushed, but
they're not all.
People like QC101 who do rushed reviews like that make other people who are affiliates like you and me who really do try to take the time to fly the thing like up to 5-10 times before we do the review. Make sure we've got the batteries and make sure we know everything about it before we go out and fly it. It makes us look bad. It just makes people like us look bad.
But sometimes he can be beneficial. I mean, he's not dumb because
no, he's not stupid.
That Hubson, I watched his review before I even knew I was going to get it, and he mentioned it was a LiPo high voltage, and it's possible I could have missed that if I had not heard it from his video. So. You know, I didn't. That's the one thing I did hear, and I'm not embarrassed to admit it. The chat
is being really receptive to this. I'm seeing Tommy saying Quad 101 outright lies. I don't know that he lies, man. I just don't think that he takes freaking time. Well, no, with the Ready, he was full of shit. Okay, the Ready, he had to have been full of shit. That's okay.
Tommy was saying, "What is the drone overlord?" He said he got it and it didn't even fly. He said it was
okay.
What was this drone overlord? He said it was like a few lines back. He said, I got the drone. He said, I just got the drone overlord. It sucked, didn't fly. What is the drone overlord? Never heard of it.
I don't know.
You know, I also have to admit that, look, when you get to the size of someone like him, you're not going to have time to reply to every comment. You're not going to have time to, you know, it's just very, very hard when you get to be that size. But I'm not saying anything about that. I'm just saying that people like him who just are review factory are really just not good in general, I think, for people.
Well, I know Flying Ryan definitely pointed out something like that in the past to me.
This is where True Drone Reviews even comes from, right?
Well, let me tell you this little story. I did this review on a quadcopter, and you know, you guys know that I do out of the box reviews. I never test fly. I just take them out of the box. I do what people do in real life. They go to the store, they buy the drone, they bring it home, they take it out of the box, they charge up, fuck the directions. I don't give a shit about those. Who cares? I can figure this out. I take it outside and I fly it. Well, I took this one quad out and I started flying it and I crashed it a couple times, but I got it going, you know, and I figured it out as I was going. So I posted the video, and then some guy comes back and says to me, he goes, well, you don't know what you're doing because Q101 did this and it flew great. I said, let me tell you something. I said, I could take a blind guy out to the fucking middle of the Mojave Desert and hand him a controller and he can fly for 10 miles and never hit a tree. So don't tell me about, you know, anybody can go out in the middle of the freaking Mojave Desert and fly a quadcopter. I don't care if they ever picked up a controller in their life. Okay. And that's just the facts.
Yeah, dude, there's nothing out there. It's true. There really is nothing out there. Like,
you're not going to hit a tree.
Where I am here, no matter where I fly,
there's trees.
I have to deal with either like light posts
trees or houses.
Or if I'm on Crystal's property, I've got all those trees there. I've got at least got some stuff to work with.
Right. Here, where I'm at, it's all trees all the time. But out in the middle of the desert, it's nothing.
That's how most people have to fly. Like, one of the reasons I'm pretty sure my Bugs 6 and Bugs 8 FPV video was bad compared to, say, his is because, hey, I have actual obstacles around me. I have actual trees. I have things. I have stuff that the average person is going to have. No wonder my video sucks. But quadcopter, when I was like, oh, I get such a great range.
Right.
No shit.
He might as well be over the ocean. Exactly.
Right. I'm so jealous of Dustin because he can go up on Diamond Head and fly them suckers out there, you know.
In Hawaii.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Dustin's good, though. Dustin's really, really good.
He's the only big guy I watch. I subscribe to his channel. He's the only one. I actually believe.
He's very smart.
Yeah, I actually believe what he says.
Smart, he breaks everything down,
I actually don't subscribe to him. I don't know why. I guess I should. I don't know. I watched some of his videos there.
Yeah, I watch his videos.
I'll be totally honest with you. If I see a drone somewhere like on Facebook or somewhere on one of these sales sites and I want to know about it, I just go to YouTube, type in whatever the model number, and I don't really care who comes up. I'll look at 3 or 4 of them and then I decide. It's just, it doesn't really, I don't pick anybody in particular. I just see like who's got the most views, something along those lines, and then I just watch it. I don't really pick any.
Well, look, I'm not gonna lie. There's still something learned even from watching videos from less than what's the right word? Less than thorough reviewers, okay? Even some of the lesser honest ones. Because you know what? You can only polish a turd so far, okay? You really can only polish a turd so much.
Exactly.
If the camera sucks, you can say, you know, the camera's not too bad. You can look at it and say, that camera sucks. It's not my glasses. The camera sucks.
Now, when I do mine, John, when I do my reviews, if the camera really sucks, then I'll put the video in the full screen at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, but if what I notice a lot of the reviewers, if the camera is sucky, they'll make it smaller in the corner. That makes it it makes it look better. It makes it,
Clay,
that's why I always
I've been pointing that out to me because you're right, because they leave it small and it looks a lot better. That's why I always with mine, I go between the two. If you look at my Hubsan, I go from small and then I do big so you can get an idea.
Yeah.
And then back because it looks a lot better in the little bitty box.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. If you want to make the camera look good, make it smaller in the corner and then it looks a lot clearer, you know.
I just can't do it the whole time because I've got, you got to do a picture-in-picture, at least from my reviews, but you got to go full screen. Now, if it's a 720 camera and I do my video at 1080, then when I blow it up to 1080, it's going to look worse. And that's something people do have to realize.
So Tommy's saying what makes Brian special is his videos are sincere and you can see when he's upset, and that insight is helpful to us all. Yeah, that's true.
Great.
He's willing to get upset.
You know how I can tell he's upset? When the car wheel drives over top of the drone.
Yeah. Well, I haven't ran over any, but I've stomped on a few, like that Call of Duty drone.
Oh, God, the Call of Duty.
I had to stomp on one to get it to stop. The egg drone, it wouldn't turn off. It started smashing to pieces and pull the battery out.
The egg drone?
It looked like the JJRC. It looked like the Christmas egg drone, but it was a Kaidang egg drone. Lighttake sent it to me, and it was app only control.
Tommy's saying, okay, so lately Quad 101 has been saying stuff that made me upset. What has he said that's made you upset? I'm kind of
I'd like to know
curious. Yeah, that's the thing. He's not lying. He's just not doing his best. And actually, I can say this because I even commented this on his video. You guys ever see his Phantom 4 Pro review?
That's the one I mentioned to you, John. That was terrible.
Yeah, I thought that was one of the most horrendous reviews I've ever seen from him.
He had an Android tablet that couldn't handle it. It was crashing, and he didn't know what the controls were. It was terrible.
He didn't know what certain sensors were. He was pointing them out, and he's like, "Oh, wrong again, wrong."
And Gear Best sit in that thing, and you know what? After that, he hasn't gotten a really expensive drone after that.
Nope.
He didn't even get the 4K Me drone. That's just way less.
Yeah, it's true. Well, you know what?
He did get the C Fly obtained, though.
Yeah,
well, I wouldn't even want. I wouldn't want to review that.
But yeah, I'm just curious what Tommy's saying. Like, what does he mean that he's been saying?
I think that's. I'm not 100% sure, but I think the RC sailors had the C Fly obtained. I think they reviewed.
They
it.
did. They did.
I think they gave it I think they gave it a pretty decent mark, actually.
They didn't. What is your shittiest drone of all time?
Mine.
Yeah, that's what he said. What is your favorite turd that you
ready thing?
Oh, that's the shittiest. Oh, it's hard.
It's hard. There's so many bad ones.
Oh, God. Bro, I don't even know off the top. Maybe that's Sky Viper Pro.
Yeah.
I don't know. That thing
Come
was
on,
bad.
the Ray was pretty bad though. I mean,
Yeah, but see, that's just a little toy. That's a $10 toy. You know, that's.
oh, I know, but
Which drone do you hate the most? I think I hate the Elfie the most. The original Elfie.
Oh, the Elfie.
The original Elfie is one I think I hate the most. I gave up even trying to fly it. When across the street was stuck in the mud. I can't fly by app, man. I can't do it. I had to have the feeling of those sticks.
I actually really was enjoying that Elfie though.
I know you were.
I'm whipping it around my phone.
All of a sudden, just.
I've got a good grip on it, and then it's gone.
I mean, no fail safe. You think if it lost signal, I mean, something no fail safe.
Did you guys see that video that Donnie did the other day with that little toy and it flew away on him? He had a little toy and it flew away.
He had a couple little bitty ones. I watched part of the video, but I didn't know it flew away on him. I didn't finish the video.
It was that little green one.
The little green one that fit that little round one.
That flew away.
I didn't finish his video. I didn't know. I watched part of it.
He got lucky. It flew all the way across the park, over the trees, and landed right on the street, but just barely over the curb.
Wow.
And I told him, I said, you're in pretty bad shape. You're not supposed to be chasing these flyaways around, So then he went home and shot the rest of the video inside. He shot the rest of the video in the living room.
He doesn't want to get behind. And I know, man, he doesn't want to get behind that stuff. I don't blame him. But man, he can barely move.
He scares me that he's going to have another surgery.
Yeah.
I don't want him to do. I don't want to hear about that again, man. Because eventually they're just going to be like, "Look, man, we're just going to take your whole hip out. Forget it. We're going to take the leg off. Everything. You just want, And I don't want that to happen to him. I worry. I love Donnie to death, and I love his reviews and stuff. But I would rather him get his health back before, And I don't know what we can do to help him because he's trying to keep putting food on the table, and he's crippled, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
I imagine he probably doesn't want to lose sponsors, thinking he will. They understand, but when your channel's newer and smaller, it's easy to do that. And I'm sure he's like me. He doesn't. I don't think he can afford to go out and buy the stuff, so he's got to rely on the sponsors. So I'm sure that's playing a role in it.
Right. I mean, like that is a thing. When one of the top problems that these vendors have is people who don't do the stuff and just rip them off and run, or they take way too long to get anything out. And when you're really new, not getting them done within a reasonable time frame looks bad. They get scared. They get That's why he's rushing to do it.
And so I've been doing reviews now.
Well, he does have a big backlog of stuff, because he got those packages in. He had, I think, 6 or 7 things that he had to do. So he did about.
It worries him, I'm sure. I get to the point now. I just told the vendor, said, "Listen, it's extremely cold here, and when it's been too windy. I can't fly." So the Hubson took me 3 weeks, and they never complained at all. Our moment was completely fine. I mean, I've been lucky. I just tell them straight up. They know I can't fly when it's 0.
Right. What about that one that the Hubson you just reviewed? Isn't that like the 502E, kind of like the same thing?
It's like the older Desire, but they had a 1080p camera, which I will say it's not too bad.
Oh,
decent
okay.
1080p camera.
The camera on the one I have is garbage.
But if you look at it, like I said, it looks really great small. When I blow it all the way up, it looks worse. But some of that's the re-encoding and then the compression by YouTube. But it's not. It looked. My office was bad. John had seen it, I think, one day and thought it looked pretty decent.
I don't know why that these companies like Hubson and some of these other ones just can't put that electronic stabilization in there. Why can't they do that? How expensive
it's hard
can
to get
that be?
It's hard to get it to work well because, like my Firefly 7S, the gyro stabilization in the software is terrible, and that's a good action camera. I think it's tough.
Even on the 8S, it's not that great. It's
the 8S, they released a new firmware, and I suppose it's a lot better. I don't ever use it because I don't want my video to look like wobbly because it's trying to fix it. But yeah, my guess, Brian, is it's just, and it would require a decent amount resources, right, John? I mean, that would require a pretty powerful
you need a
onboard
decent
CPU.
processor. Right,
And
you need a decent processor, which just adds to it.
Way too much cost. Because that certainly would fix a lot of problems, no doubt about it. And then you can do it in post-production.
And everything else.
And YouTube has it too. You could do it in post-production, but a lot of those don't work well.
No,
they look wobbly.
Yeah, the YouTube one, I used it. I used it one time for a video.
YouTube one's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them have gotten really good at doing the onboard. I think doesn't the Parrot use it?
Yeah, they're the best at it. I think.
I think they are. Parrot. I've seen. There's a video a guy posted in our group a couple of months ago. I mean, John may remember. And honestly, he had a Parrot, and it looked like a Phantom or an Alt. I mean, it was so smooth. Now he had edited it between shots, but it was remarkably good for being a fixed camera.
Yeah. The Bebop 2, which I have that too. That has the 3-axis stabilization. The Bebop 1 just has the 2-axis.
Well, 3-axis, that'd be really, really good.
Yeah. I love that Bebop 2. I think that's really nice. I don't think you can never get the digital stabilization to compete with a real gimbal. But yeah, it certainly would. It'd certainly be nice if they could get them on the toys. And it probably eventually will happen. The processing power keeps going up and the cost keeps going down. You know, we've seen GPS in these toys now. Who would think we'd see GPS? And I mean, how long before we get a GPS in a Nano? Just a matter of time. Right.
It's gonna happen.
The problem is Nanos are mainly meant to be flown indoors, and then you have trouble getting satellites indoors.
I mean, we already have optical flow sensors in drones like the CXOF, so it's like GPS is not far behind. If anything, the battery is keeping the GPS out more than anything.
To power that, correct.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the CXOF. I couldn't review mine because my battery, after the first flight, a test flight, after that, it runs about 50 seconds.
I know.
And I can't replace it. So I got it sitting in a box. I'm so ticked because I loved that drone. But I can't give it a fair review because nobody else had that problem. So it's not like if I say, hey, this is a piece of junk, well, it's not true because I just happen to have one with a bad battery.
Yeah.
Tommy says, guys, are acro drones only for racing? I mean...
You don't race, John, right? Really?
I would say that acro drones are more for freestyle. If you're going to try to compete in an actual race, then that's a whole other thing. So I would say no, they're not only for racing.
Well, what I know about acro drones, you could fit in the bottom of a molecule.
It's a whole nother world, Brian. All the beta flights set up. John's our expert on that, but I'm starting to learn it. But I don't know nearly what he does.
I would love to see you review some like FPV racing style stuff. Like the 3-inch models would be perfect for like the parks that you fly at and stuff like that. You know, not the big honking ones, but like the 3 inches, the 95 millimeters. Those are really great. If you, I really like those around here too, because you don't want to fly a big 250 millimeter model.
No, I'm going to try to take the Tiny 7 out and just get acclimated to flying it outdoors FPV by Goggles because I do it indoors, and then from there I can go acro and first start out stabilized.
If he knows beta flight well, he wants to be on the show.
He drone on.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen him somewhere before, drone on. It sounds familiar.
Brian, he's the guy that modifies all the little Furbies and stuff and turns them into like little whoops and flashes them, and that's Brian, man.
Phil does that too.
You know, that Brian. He flies with Dan a lot. He's down there in Florida. He's always flying with Dan a lot. He's modified like the F-36 and stuff. He's flashed them so that he can put acro on them. Yeah, he's been doing all that stuff here lately. He knows how to do all of it. So that would be it. But something I was wanting to interject here. My wife needs to, this is our office. She's got some filing and stuff to do, and we're getting close to the time that we're actually a little bit longer. We were going to try to do 2 hours.
Yeah, I need to go too.
A little deep tonight.
Yeah, I'm getting off here as well.
But I
soon.
was thinking, if ever it seems like we've had a good time tonight. I really had a blast having Brian on, and since Brian's going to play the quadcopter, why don't we just have Brian on again next week, and we'll have another show and another powwow like this.
I would love that if Brian has time for that.
As long as that's cool with you, Brian, we'd love to have you back next week.
That's fine, brother.
And we'll give away.
Yeah, this was definitely one of the better shows, Brian. You're excellent.
Yeah,
thanks, Brian.
Yes,
Appreciate it.
And like I've been trying to tell everybody all night long, I would love to get more guests on the show. You've seen how much fun we all have when we get together. So please get in contact with anybody that you've seen on the show, anybody in the chat that you've seen with wrenches. Get in touch with them, and they will get in touch with us to get you on the show. So I want to give shout outs to everybody that's been on the show tonight. I want you to go check out eDrone09, go check out Drone Worship, go check out Captain Cook, go check out Bob Biker, go check out MD95TSI, Tommy.
Whoa, Clay comes out of nowhere.
Reviews, John Coopy, RD Reviews, and anybody that I might have missed at the time. And with that being said, I am so happy that everybody came to watch us here on Drone Therapy tonight. And gentlemen, would you like to say your good nights too? Please feel free.
All right, I'll go first. Good night, everybody, and thanks for stopping by.
I had a good time. Brian was a great guest, so let's do it again next week.
It's like I said, I was talking to John. That was where we were talking in the back channels. We're just gonna get Brian back on next week. And like I said, basically we don't have anybody that's really eager to be on next week. You know, Brian from down in Florida had mentioned it, but I like the way things are going. And Brian's going to be so generous as to give away a drone. So I'd like him to be involved when we give it away next week.
Absolutely.
All right. Sounds great.
All right, guys.
All right, Mel, have this wishbone for hosting such a good show tonight. Yes.
Now I can snap it in half and see if he gets a drone. All right.
Thank you very much, folks. Have a good night.
Which side do you pick, Bill? Which side do you pick? This side or this side?
Good night, Ryan.
Right.
Good night, John. Good night,
right side? All right. Let's see. Oh, my God.
Down the middle. All right.
Right down the middle.